Correct. Hello, everyone. I originally wasn't planned to do a stream, but Movie&GameLover98 told me that I could do one since I understand, Fiery. Oh, hi, Thomas and PBS Fan Program Breaker. I understand. I understand, Thomas and PBS Program Breaker. Because schoolwork is way more important than doing a stream. Streams are fun and all. Oh, here comes Movie&GameLover98. Wow. At 3 minutes, 33 seconds, Movie&GameLover98 just came.
Yep. Hello, Flicka. How are you doing today on this lovely Friday?
Doing great. Because here, we're going to be doing a 2024 edition of my Columbia TriStar DVD collection and Blu-ray collection as well, since Movie&GameLover98 will be showing Blu-rays. But
yeah,
we'll start alphabetically.
Well, at least it makes sense for me to bring Blu-rays, because we're doing stuff alphabetical order.
Yeah.
I hope this is the right one to do first, because this one has a number in the title, 51st Dates, or unless you have something that goes before it that has a number in the title.
Sure. You could do 51st Dates first.
I used to have I showed off the full screen edition DVD in the last year's stream, but now I'm showing off the Blu-ray edition because I remember reading that, here's the one that's the North American artwork, because I had to throw away the French-Canadian artwork that my uncle gave to me for my birthday last year. But luckily, I still have the disc in the copy he gave me. Well, because we know 51st Dates is turning 20 years old, because this year marks its 20th anniversary. This year marks the 20th anniversary of 51st Dates. This one stars Adam Sandler and Drew Barrymore. Luckily, they put their last names in red, and the first names of the actors in pen text.
I'm not sure if Movie&GameLover98 has a Big Daddy on DVD or not. I know I don't.
I don't. I used to have it on DVD, but I got rid of it because I wanted the Blu-ray edition. Because that's just to see if I like the movie, and if I gave it a try on DVD, if I like it, I'll upgrade it to Blu-ray and add it in, keep it in my personal collection. That's only if the film is not on Blu-ray. I have to have it on plain DVD anyway. But yeah, 51st Dates. I remember, like I said, I remember having the widescreen edition DVD just to give it a shot. But when I watched it again, I kind of enjoyed this film. Some people say they don't like it. I like this movie. Yep, I don't think we should read off critiques either.
But what is the film rated?
Rated PG-13 for crude sexual humor and drug references, even though I think they mildly will swear in this movie, say some foul language some here and there.
They could have just said "and language."
But it doesn't say anywhere in the PG-13 reasoning box. Even though this is a PG-13 film, yeah, like I said, this is the Adam Sandler film you've not. None of these Adam Sandler ones by Sony you've not seen.
The only Adam Sandler film that I've seen is a Universal one called Billy Madison, but we won't get into that.
No, we're only showing ones by Columbia, TriStar, and well, just Sony, because Sony owns the Columbia TriStar manufacturer distribution. But yeah, right. 51st. And now you can show off whatever you like, because I think, yeah, because that has the number in the title, 51st Dates. So we go to the letter, a letter now.
A. The letter
I don't think A. Because I cannot show off. When we get to the New Adventures of Pippi Longstocking, because it has the new in it, the word new after the, that's in the N category, New Adventures of Pippi Longstocking. So if you have something that starts with A.
The first one up here is a 2004 DVD release of A River Runs Through It.
Oh yeah, I think we forgot to get Magic Road. I forgot to get Magic Road, but that's not until the T section, so we got time. I have time to go. So even though that's a Sony movie, I just have it in my Tonsil Media Collection anyway.
Robert, I'm not going to read the critiques either to save time. And when we get to the Dragon Tales stuff, I'll just have you doing the impressions to save time as well.
Well, I mean, unless like I know this is something we can do when we get to the very first Dragon Tales DVD you'll see in a second later. We gotta save it till much later. I never heard of that movie. A River Runs Through It.
Yes, that's the name of the film. And
well, we know this film originally came out sometime in like what, the 80s or the 90s?
It came out originally in 1992.
Okay, so the DVD must have came out in like they could have released it in the DVD the 90s, because you know we all know DVD was invented in the late 90s.
I think they did release A River Runs Through It on DVD first in 1999.
Okay, so and this movie's either by Columbia Pictures or TriStar Pictures, or if it's by both.
Columbia Pictures film.
Because you know when I sort mine on Blu-ray by release date, I do them by Columbia Pictures alone, and then TriStar Pictures alone, and then I do combine them both with the animated 3D animated movies.
And
anyway,
the film itself is rated PG for momentary nudity and some language in a family drama.
Yeah.
And it's 124 minutes.
Yeah.
But if you look at the disc, it has the Sony Pictures Home Entertainment logo on the disc art.
That's strange.
But it has the Columbia TriStar Home Entertainment logo on the back cover. So
that's well.
I guess you could say it's a 2004-2005 reprint of A River Runs Through It because of it. However, I did manage to check this DVD, and it does have the 1993 Columbia TriStar Home Video logo at the beginning, just like the original 1999 DVD release.
Okay. I've never seen A River Runs Through It, but I think it's an interesting film. I think it's like, I mean, you've seen it, right? I've not.
I haven't seen it yet, but I will watch it eventually.
I mean, I hope it's just doesn't have too many scary moments, but yeah. By the way, let's just move on to the next title we start with A. I do have a few titles that start with B. I have 2 Bear in the Big Blue House DVDs, and for my C one, I have The Cutter with Chuck Norris when we get to it eventually.
The only C titles I have are the Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs stuff.
Okay. Well, okay, we have to do The Cutter after Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs because, well, Cloudy starts with CL, and Cutter starts with CU.
Right.
So let's make sure we're doing this in the right order.
Is the 1999 DVD release of The Adventures of Elmo in Grouchland.
Oh, I forgot to grab that DVD. Shoot. Damn it. Well, you just show it off. I know what it looks like. Every copy of the film looks exactly the same on DVD, so I don't really think we should both show it.
Yeah. Elmo in his first movie. I know that there are other DVDs from Columbia TriStar in my house as well, but these either belong to my brother or my parents. As you know, these DVDs, if you want to know, are DVDs of like Spider-Man, the new animated series, which my brother is a big fan of Spider-Man, and my parents are really like to laugh out loud because they've seen a lot of Seinfeld episodes, so there are DVDs of Seinfeld in there as well, released by Columbia TriStar, but we're not going to get those because I'm only going to show you my very own.
Yeah, it's best if you have your own, because if you have some of your families, then they'll just wonder, why are you doing with our copy?
Yeah. Plus, I gave them these for Christmas.
Well, yeah, we all know I have Elmo and Grouchland. I'm never getting that on VHS because I don't know why they couldn't just croc this DVD into widescreen. Unlike when Magic Railroad came out on Blu-ray, they did croc into widescreen.
And the film itself is rated G this time, and it is 73 minutes. And what is very interesting is that this was released in theaters in October 1999, about 3 months before season 31 of Sesame Street premiered on PBS. And then,
actually, PBS. Well, actually, the film released October 1999. That was after the PBS Kids brand launched.
Well,
so but you should have said PBS Kids because Dragon Tales when the PBS Kids.
Yeah, on PBS Kids.
Yeah, well, it was a mistake. It was an accident, so I'm not mad. I'm not offending you. I'm sorry. I
know. However, The Adventures of Elmo and Grouchland started production right after season 29 of Sesame Street stopped airing.
Anyway, yeah, I know about Elmo and Grouchland. I know they peeped this one YouTuber did the clips with just Bert and Ernie saying what's going on in the film. Well, I'm just explaining because I don't want to do the.
And here is the disc, and it also has the 1993 Columbia TriStar home video logo at the beginning, but this is not a reprint, unlike A River Runs Through It. This is the original DVD release.
Okay, right. Let's see if we have anything. Let's start.
One more title that starts with the letter A.
Let me see if I have anything that starts with A really fast.
Actually, two more. Oh my gosh.
Oh wait, there's my Elmo. Shoot, here's my Elmo and Grouch, and I forgot it was right here. Well, you already showed the copy, so I'm just get that out of the way. I was like, there's my copy of Elmo and Grouchland. How did that? I forgot I pulled it out with my DVDs. God damn it, me. Anyway, my apologies for the mild swearing, but minor swearing. But anyway, actually, I do have the one I got to. We got to do. Well, let's see if that one goes before. I have Anger Management, a title that starts with A.
This next release is The Adventures of Milo and Otis.
Okay, then I'll show Anger Management afterwards.
Yeah. And The Adventures of Milo and Otis was originally released on DVD back on August 31st, 1999, 6 days before the PBS Kids name was replacing PTV Park at the time. And 6 days before Dragon Tales premiered when in the PBS Kids channel. But this is actually a 2005 reprint of The Adventures of Milo and Otis because it has the Sony Pictures Home Entertainment logo on the back cover, and the film is narrated by Dudley Moore. And it is rated G and 75 minutes this time. And here's the disc. Strangely enough, the disc has the Columbia TriStar Home Entertainment logo on the disc, even though it has the Sony Pictures Home Entertainment logo on the back cover. And I checked this DVD. Much like with A River Runs Through It, The Adventures of Milo and Otis is another DVD that was reprinted that has the 1993 Columbia TriStar Home Video logo at the beginning because The Adventures of Milo and Otis uses recycled mastering from the original 1999 DVD release as well. All right.
It's the... and then let's see. Let me just make sure I'm looking at this.
Anger Management next because the next DVD I have is The Animal.
So this is the right alphabet. So Anger, because it's A and G. So Anger Management. We know this is a 2003 Adam Sandler comedy. But rest in peace to Lynn Thigpen, the one who voiced Luna in Bear in the Big Blue House, who played the Mistress Judge when Adam Sandler played Dave, played by Adam Sandler, keeps going to court over these stupid things, over these things he's been causing so much, over his stress.
All right.
And, like I said, rest in peace, Lynn Thigpen, the one who played.
Either came out. I think the film was also in theaters in 2003, or it might have been in theaters in 2002 before it.
No, it released in theaters April 2003. Then it released on DVD and widescreen and full screen in September of 2003. But this is the 2000.
That's the same case with A Mighty Wind. A Mighty Wind was also released in theaters in April 2003, and then got a DVD release in September 2003. But that is a Warner Brothers film instead of a Columbia Pictures film.
Yep, and this stars Adam Sandler and Mr. Nicholson, who plays these characters, Buddy and Dave.
Jack Nicholson?
Jack Nicholson. I think that's the name. Yeah, I think it's the guy who plays the character Dr. Buddy Rydell. But Davis.
Jack Nicholson also appeared in A Few Good Men, which is also a Columbia Pictures film.
Yep, so this is Anger Management. We all know about it. But at least for my Blu-rays, I can show the discs. Here's the disc for Anger Management, which is the same as the front poster. But the DVD, when I showed that back in the 2022 edition, I know it has the cat of Dave's cat, put as a thumbnail on his office computer. But yeah, Anger Management is all taken care of.
All right.
But, oh yeah, you gotta get to Animal.
All right. The next DVD I have is a 2001 DVD release of The Animal, released on October 30th, 2001 on DVD and VHS. This is the special edition. And this stars Rob Schneider. He was also in another Columbia Pictures film called Muppets from Space.
Which I do have Muppets from Space on Blu-ray, which we'll get to later. When we get to the M.
The animal is rated PG-13 for some crude and sexual humor, and it is 83 minutes long. And this is one of the 2 DVDs that I have released in 2001 that actually does have the Columbia TriStar Home Entertainment logo at the beginning. The other being Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Yeah, the Holy Grail one's not going to be till much later in the alphabet, so we're just going to show this.
And
I don't know if that's got a Blu-ray release.
The filmed version of the DVD music, where there's not really as much tolling bells as the other version does, but
oh, yeah, I think that's all for the. I think we're done with the A section, so I think.
You know what? I have 3 more releases that start with A.
Oh, okay. So I think we need to. Yeah, well, I know when to get to Bear in the Big Blue House. I'll try Annie, the old style one. I see the Annie right there, right now.
Yeah, and it is a 2004 special anniversary edition DVD of Annie.
Yes, the one from the original 1980s version, not the 19. The Disney one, the awful Disney one came out, what, 97, I think? Which I'd never want to watch that Disney version.
90, maybe 98. Who knows?
I don't know. Because I don't care for that version of Annie. It's terrible. I like this one where it's got Tim Curry in there.
All right, Annie, and that has Albert Finney, Carol Burnett, Bernadette Peters, Anne Ranking, and Tim Curry. You're right, Tim Curry is in there.
Yes, Tim Curry, who does play the evil Forte in Beauty and the Beast and Enchanted Christmas, and Hector in Home Alone 2 Lost in New York.
And although the film is from 1982, the back cover incorrectly states that the film was released in 1981.
Seriously, it's kind of like how, yeah, it's like how these 2 Brave Little Toaster sequels, they confused me. Like, how can they release? When did they release the sequels in the U.S. for Brave Little Toaster to the Rescue and Goes to Mars?
And and another noticeable goof is that although this DVD was released in 2004, it actually incorrectly says 2003 on the back and on the disc.
Yeah, just like how, yes, we all know you said one of the Elmo's World releases on DVD, even though it does say the correct dates on the disc and the cover art, it for some reason says 2002 at the end of the program. That being the Elmo's World release titled
Head to Toe with Elmo.
Head to Toe with Elmo, which I do not have that yet, which I will find.
It also happens with other Elmo's World releases like Springtime Fun at the end of the program. Springtime Fun came out in 2002, but it incorrectly says 2001 at the end of the program.
Oh my god.
And this also applies with Elmo as 2 Hands, Ears, and Feet, which was released in 2004 and says 2004 on the back end disc, but says 2003 at the end of the program. And even one Elmo's World release from May of 2005 called Food, Water, and Exercise incorrectly says 2004 at the end of the program.
Yeah, but yes, this is the version of Annie I need to watch the most, because I think that one's got a Blu-ray release. I'll have to look at it later.
Here is the disc
for the 1980s version of Annie.
Yeah.
Which has the Annie and that other, I don't know that man's name, honestly. I don't know the characters.
Daddy Warbucks is his name.
Okay, that him and Annie were on the disc, but I don't think the dog was on the disc. Which I'm surprised, like Carol Burnett, she's like one of the people who are credited to like in the cast for the TriStar Pictures animated film from 2000, Trump of the Swan, which none of us have yet.
Because Annie is an older film, this has the tolling bells in the Columbia TriStar Home Entertainment logo on here.
But I know of the Blu-ray release, they just did the Sony Pictures home entertainment logo instead. Because, well, I don't know, because I don't have the Annie 1980s version on Blu-ray yet, or I don't think that got a Blu-ray release. And I know some copies came in a red case, the 1980s version of Annie.
Speaking of which,
Yeah? What's up? Next, we're going into the letter, I think.
speaking of which, I also have the sequel,
All
Annie
the
Royal Adventure.
Royal. I've never seen. When did that?
1995 TriStar television film.
TriStar Television. I've never heard of TriStar Television. Let's see who stars in this.
It was a made-for-TV film. It wasn't
Okay,
released in theaters at all. It was made for television.
Okay, like that's kind of like how well some TV-only movie releases still got physical media, like these Disney Channel original movies, and these well, and other things like like one of the particular movies I try to think of the top of my head, but let's see who stars in this Annie Royal Adventure movie.
Joan Collins, George Hearn, Ian McDiarmid, and Ashley Johnson. That is completely different compared to the original, where Eileen Quinn did the voice of Annie in the original.
Yeah. Okay, I was gonna say I hope you just didn't say Ashley Tisdale, who played Sharpay Evans in all 3 High School Musical films. It's Ashley someone else.
Ashley Johnson.
Right. I don't know if I can. I'll have to give this version of Annie a shot. Well, it's from the 90s, so maybe I'll give it a shot, and if I don't like it, oh well. That's what I'll do with most of my movies. If I don't like the film,
the original Annie, which was rated PG, which I forgot to mention, A Royal Adventure is rated G.
Just a plain G, because I think this is a.
It is 92 minutes long this time, so it's shorter than the original.
Yeah, and I think right there, the bar right there, the format says, unfortunately, I think it's stuck in full screen, or I think it says it's in widescreen because you have to look at the bars.
It's full screen.
Oh man, hopefully I don't know, because I don't have the pack of all Annie films, and I don't know if I'll get it soon. That'll depend. But anyway, let's look at
for the sequel.
At least, it's got a cool artwork of. I think it's still Annie, yes, and it's still the character's name is Annie,
with the Great Britain flag.
And the secondary character, I think that's with the
the dog.
Okay, the dog. I thought it was gonna say, wait, that's another human character. No, that's just Annie and the dog.
All right.
Okay.
And yeah. I have one more title with the letter A. And that is a 2005 DVD release of Are We There Yet? With Ice Cube.
I know you don't have the sequel, Are We Done Yet? Well, even though
it was originally released on DVD May 24, 2005.
That was actually weeks after both songs from the Station of Thomas hit VHS and DVD, and Elmo's World Food. Well, yeah, and Elmo's World Food, Water, and Exercise.
Yeah, and of course, Are We There Yet? Is also a 2005 Revolution Studios film. And it is rated PG for language and rude humor and 95 minutes. Just like with The Animal, Are We There Yet? Is also a Columbia Pictures film co-produced with Revolution Studios. There's actually a film that Columbia Pictures and Universal put out, and that was the live action version of Peter Pan, but I don't have that.
Yeah, it's also like when we get with Mr. Deeds, that one's co-produced with New Line Cinema, but with Columbia Pictures. But yeah.
And there's actually a Columbia Pictures film co-produced with Warner Brothers Pictures called Something's Gotta Give.
Which I've never seen that film. I don't know if I'll give it a shot. Well, if I give it a shot, I'll see if I give it a shot. But anyway. Yep, there's the character that Ice Cube plays. I think his name is called. I don't know his name. I need to watch Are We There Yet?
But here's the disc for Are We There Yet? And apparently, this is not the first release with the Sony Pictures Home Entertainment logo. The Merchant of Venus is.
Yeah, So now I think that's the final one for the letter A. We ended off with the movie Are We There Yet? But don't have the sequel Are We Done Yet?
I only have 2 DVDs that start with the letter B.
Let's see if we want to do yours. We'll have to see which one goes first because
the first DVD that starts with the letter B. That barely comes before this is The Bear.
Just The Bear. I think that was in a... Well, we know when this DVD released. I think it's originally came out... It's
a 1999 DVD release of The Bear, released on August 31st, 1999.
Just several days before Dragon Tales came out on PBS Kids, before the PBS Kids brand launched.
Yeah. All right. And I haven't seen this yet, but I hope to check that one out. But this film is rated PG, and it is 93 minutes long. There's also a 2003... There's also like a 2004 reprint that has the Columbia TriStar Home Entertainment logo on the back, but minus the Columbia TriStar Home Video logo on the back, which means this is the original 1999 DVD release. Another way you could tell that this is the original print is it's in a flipper disc, both in full screen and in widescreen.
Yeah, some with Columbia Picture movies, I think you have to flip the disc, leave it on its side label facing up to watch it in widescreen, but flip it upside down to do full screen. But unlike with 20th Century Fox, you have to do it upside down to do widescreen.
Here's the disc, and it is currently on the widescreen side.
Yeah, because the label's showing upwards. It's like, even if you stop this film, because you actually put the full screen side in, and if you pop it in to do the widescreen side, it'll still resume the movie, I guess. I don't know. I'll have to try. I'll just test out with, that's something with one of my DVDs I have that will be much later.
And all right, now you can show your Bear in the Big Blue House DVDs.
They'll have to be by ABC order, because I know you don't have any Bear in the Big Blue House DVDs. Let me just show you them by ABC order. Luckily, I don't
really watch Bear in the Big Blue House that much.
Sorry.
I don't really watch that. I'm more of a Dragon Tales fan, but there's this one guy who's a fan of both Bear in the Big Blue House and Dragon Tales that I used to watch his videos back in the day.
Well, if you see him, tell him I have something in common with him. I like both Dragon Tales and Bear in the Big Blue House. But yeah, I think to do these in alphabetical order, I'll do Bear in the Big Blue House Live, which was released in April 2003. So I think this was released on the same day Dragon Tales Let's Start a Band hit VHS and DVD. April Fool's Day 2003, which I'll also mention when we get, I'll just say this when we get to Let's Start a Band much later. And this is kind of like they're doing a surprise party for someone, but live on stage. I mean, you like live on stage stuff, correct? Just not with... Yep, there's Bear in the Big Blue House. Oh yeah, little disc with just Bear himself on the disc, nobody else.
I just wish they made a DVD release of like Dragon Tales Live.
Well, there is something mentioning about something called Dragon Tales Live on the Let's Start a Band DVD, but anyway. Anyway, here's the other Bear in the Big Blue House DVD I have. This was released in 2002, though, called Bear in the Big Blue House Tidy Time with Bear. Released in, I think it was May 2002, because this was after the April 2002 DVDs of Dragon Tales. Both Dragon Tales, yes.
I think the very first DVD release of Bear in the Big Blue House that came out was in March of 2000, called Potty Time with Bear.
Yeah, even like when I get that title, I just say the one we don't talk about, because I don't like owning stuff that says the word potty time, because it just gives me, I don't know what to say. It makes me feel uncomfortable saying that.
I understand.
I just like to say the one we don't talk about.
The one you don't talk about.
Yeah, like even if I have something, something similar. I say I actually got this Sesame Street Elmo DVD from a store accidentally, and if I did the collection, I just say this Elmo's thing we don't talk about. But anyway, oh yeah, and the episodes contain. Well, is it okay to say episodes? Because this is the first time.
If it's a TV show, yes, you can say the episodes.
Like with episodic ones. So this one has Working Like a Bear, Woodland, House Wonderful, and of course, We Did It Our Way.
Which Columbia TriStar stopped releasing Bear in the Big Blue House DVDs beginning in like 2004, and then Disney took over.
Yeah, the last one I think they did on DVD and VHS was The Practice Makes Perfect VHS and DVD from very late 2003, which was released. Well, it was released the same time as Dragon Tales. We Can Solve It Together VHS and DVD, which I want to get the original Sony release of Practice Makes Perfect and the Heroes of Woodland Valley, but they're very rare. But yeah, those are my two Bear in the Big Blue House DVDs on the B section.
Now this next DVD that I'm going to show you.
Okay, so this is a different letter B thing.
It's the only other one that I have with the letter B in the title. And this one is about another animal. Except it's not about a bear, but it is a 2003 DVD release of Bingo. And I forgot to mention the bear is a, let's say, 1988 or 1989 TriStar, 1989 TriStar Bingo Pictures film.
Don't know if Bingo's got a Blu-ray release. I'll have to look at. I always look up the film title and then see if it's on Blu-ray or DVD or not.
And,
but this one. But anyways, well, I don't mind showing me a dog film. I don't think we've done this before. Well, you show that first, and I'll tell you, Flicka. We never done this distributor home media collection before, but why don't you show off the Bingo DVD first, and then I'll tell you as we go along.
The film Bingo is rated PG, and it is 89 minutes. And
I know this film came out originally in 1991. I think it came out after the sequel, Look Who's Talking 2, I think.
Yes, it did.
But except, well, they're all TriStar Pictures.
Bingo, which has very colorful artwork. We will get into another DVD that has very colorful artwork when we get to one of those Dragon Tales releases.
Well, you'll see why. But yeah, that's Bingo taken care of. And yeah, I don't think this one distributor company we never done home media collection streams on before, Flicka, where I don't think you did Paramount or 20th Century Fox. What other ones?
Well, we technically did do Anchor Bay the last couple of weeks because we did show a lot of Thomas stuff.
Well, I'm thinking maybe we could do movies by 20th Century Fox, just plain movies, not just Thomas releases in general. We just exclude
as much 20th Century Fox releases.
Or what about Paramount? Do you have much Paramount?
I have a lot of SpongeBob DVDs from Paramount.
Well, okay, but I think we have to show SpongeBob later on in the alphabet if we did Paramount stuff. That would be a big pain to do the Paramount. But anyway, I think we're done. We still got B stuff to do, or we move on to the letter C.
Looks like we're moving on to C.
I got a few C titles. I got Clive Sense Meatballs 1 and 2, Click, and The Cutter. So if you have, actually forgot to show
Click first because that comes before.
Oh crap! I forgot to show Bewitched, released October 2005. Crap.
It's all right.
Oh, damn it. Anyway, I'm an idiot, but anyway. Oh, this is a 2005 film.
And I think the DVD was also released in 2005.
Actually, I think I do have to show Click before Cloudy with Meatballs because...
Click before Cloudy with Meatballs.
Yes,
now,
because
this is an interesting film because this is one of the instances where a fourth wall is broken, as Click is a Columbia Pictures film made by Sony, and there's this one scene where the children are watching a Dragon Tales episode on a Sony TV.
Yeah, because this film originally came out in 2006, a year after Dragon Tales finished its last season, but this one they just did reruns of Dragon Tales for about a couple more years on PBS Kids before it was taken.
Late 2010.
But this film originally came out sometime in the spring of 06, Click. You know the Dragon Tales episodes clips that they show on the TV in Click? They show ones from the episodes from Season 2's Teamwork, and Season 1, I think it's The Giant of Nod. I think. I'll have to look through the clip.
Where in the scene does it show that Season 1 clip?
I think in the scene where they're watching TV while eating dinner, I think. I know. You'll have to give Click a try. Unfortunately, we can't find a...
According to the wiki, it says there might be even a scene from Goodbye Little Caterpoozle, but I'm not sure if that's actually true.
But they did show the scene at the beginning when the character... Oh, yes, Michael, played by Adam Sandler, where he's trying to get ready to go to work, and he tries to turn on the TV for his kids to turn on Dragon Tales. And and luckily the kids did it themselves, and there was the clip from the episode from Season 2's Dragon Tales Teamwork, where they said...
For you, Jeremy Barton. Apparently, Tales You Lose and Calling Dr. Zack used the dot ident from 1999, not the dash one.
Yeah. And we all know this also stars Kate Beckinsale and Christopher Walken. Morty's the character Christopher plays is Morty, and the wife is played by Kate Beckinsale. I need to review this movie, Click. I mean, I watched it years ago. I thought it was a very sad. I thought it was gonna be a very devastating ending.
Because I can assume there are hospital clips in this film as well.
Yeah, well, you bring up stuff because you haven't seen this other Adam Sandler Sony movie either. But even though luckily he woke up at the end and he realized it was just a bad dream.
Yeah.
Even like they showed the clip of him being born, it was really painful.
Oh,
But anyway, Click, that's done. And now we gotta do Clive Sense Meatballs 1 and 2, but let's show the first one, because I have them separately on Blu-ray.
I don't have Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs 2 separately, but I have it in a double feature pack with the first one.
Well, we all know this film was released in 2009, so I think this was released
out on January 5th, 2010.
On multiple variations. You can get it on plain DVD, Blu-ray and DVD, or 3D Blu-ray, which I like that. I want to get the 3D Blu-ray because it's got that cool, clearish Blu-ray case.
Now, this is weird because it lists that the film is in full screen and widescreen, but it's actually in two different sets of widescreen. One of them is anamorphic, the other one's in letterbox widescreen.
Because, well, at least they put the numbers to say which one's the bigger widescreen. But like I said, this film released theatrically in September of 2009, so this was less than a year before Dragon Tales was taken off the block. So, yeah, at least, yes, we know it has the late James Caan. May he rest in peace.
He was also an elf.
he was also he's also in the sequel Clive Finn's Meatballs 2, which is coming up next. And I don't know what other films James Caan is in. Scott. Well, I honestly don't know, to be honest. Because
Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs is rated PG for brief mild language.
Yes.
And 90 minutes.
But yeah, when I got this Blu-ray, I was not even upset. Like, do I like embossed or do I like lenticular? Well, I do like how this is embossed, so I'll give that credit.
Here is the disc for Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs.
I'll just show the Blu-ray if you don't mind, because the DVD looks exactly the same if you got it just by itself. Here, I'll just cover up the. How am I gonna get this in the frame? There's the Blu-ray for the first Cloudy with Meatballs. So you do it like this, which has Flint Lockwood and Sam Sparks. I think most people should absolutely have these movies in their collection. Well, there's a book that they made of this. Well, it was a different illustrated book, but it's still called the movie's name, but it has different ideas. And like one of these ideas from that book I read in 6th grade is the one where the pancake fell onto the school and they had to close it down.
That's funny.
Well, but did you know that happened during the food storm towards the climax? It also happened in this movie too. Wait.
Not to mention, there's this scene where like ice cream snow falls down.
Yeah, well, that's cool. That's a pretty scene, I will admit. In the middle portion, yeah, because Flint has an idea to help this Officer Earl's son, make his son feel happy on his birthday, make it rain something special, and he did ice cream, and to make it winter theme, and it made him happy. But yeah, right. Now let's move on. Your sequel, Clyde Against Meatballs 2. We all know this released theatrically in September 27th, 2013.
And it came out sometime in 2014.
Even though it mistakenly says on the back it still says 2013. Kind of like when you showed Annie earlier, it for some reason says 2003 on the back, but it came out at the start of 2004. This one, it still says 2013, but this came out in early 2014. Oh, yeah. Can I tell you, I do actually kind of like the second Clyde Against Meatballs as much as the first. Both are equally good and funny films.
Yeah.
Yeah. Luckily I have slipcovers for both mine. And yeah. Yeah, it's the same actors and actresses from the original. Well, yeah, except this. Yeah, I don't know how the sticker got on this back of the slipcover. I'll probably just have to. But I don't want to peel it off because I don't want to damage this because I've ruined too much stuff. But anyway, let me show you the discs. Well, these ones will have artwork because I like the individual ones where these ones have artwork. Well, I think anyway, here's the Blu-ray disc which has these characters and Barry. Still has the late James Caan because this movie came 9 years before James Caan passed away.
Yeah, and of course, we're still not done with it yet because I have a Cloudy Collection double feature set containing both films on one disc.
I know, but I know when you select one of your movies, one of them has the Columbia Pictures in different pitches.
Yes. The first one has it in a high tone. The second one's in its normal pitch, but both of them have the torch lady getting knocked over by a banana.
Well, the first one, it's just a plain banana, but the second one, it has a footage of a banana after the torch lady gets hit.
And the second film is 95 minutes long. And this is just bland looking disc. It's just gray.
Yeah, and also when I brought up, yes, you said this has a high tone pitch of the Columbia Pictures logo for the first one. Click also does that in high pitch, as well as Talladega Nights: The Ballad of Ricky Bobby. As well, I thought they think 2006 was an interesting year for Sony, I guess.
All right.
So,
now,
anyway,
before we get into the Dragon Tales releases.
Oh yeah, I gotta show you. Do you have anything that goes before the letter that goes before CU because I have the Cutter on DVD with Chuck Norris.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, if you do think you could show that first, and then I'll do Cutter after.
Actually, you know what? You could do Cutter first, because the next one's another double feature set, but with different films.
Actually, and also before we get to the Dragon Tales one, Blicka, I have the double feature of Daddy Daycare and Daddy Day Camp from 2015 on DVD.
Sure.
So you don't have anything else that goes before Cutter. So I guess I'll show Cutter. Anyway, yep, stars Chuck Norris and Joanna Pacula and Daniel Bernhard. Yeah, Bernhard. Sorry, there's a T after the D, but it's Bernhard.
Bernhard.
Hernard, however you say that. But anyway, let's just say it's that Daniel actor. But let's see, who's the character that Chuck Norris plays? Well, let's start Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris is a cool actor. I'll give him credit for what he did. And this is the first
film originally released in theaters.
Originally released in late 2005 in theaters, but this is a 2006 DVD release. Because I think, yeah, this came out in early 2006 because this film came out very late in 2005. But yeah, rated R, restricted for just violence. But I think there are some scenes where they
R-rated films from Columbia TriStar,
but this one's, you might like this one with Chuck Norris, The Cutter. I kind of liked this movie. That's why I give it a shot, and I was actually thrilled by it. But yeah, there's Cutter. And I think before we do the Dragon Tales one, we also got to show you the Daddy Daycare double feature.
Yeah.
Yep. With Daddy Daycare released in 2003 and Daddy Day Camp released in 2007, even though it released in early 2008 when you get it by itself, Daddy Day Camp. And, well, we all know this. Well, yeah, Daddy Daycare released in some point in the middle portion of 2003 on DVD by Columbia Pictures alone. I think, September 2003. And Daddy Day Camp released sometime in the early portion of 2008 on physical media, but you can get it on DVD by itself.
It might have been like January 2008 or something. Who knows?
Well, yeah, but that's it's a TriStar Pictures alone film, Daddy Day Camp, but it released in late 2007, and I think it's got both these ones. Well, I think in the first one, Daddy Day Care, it's got Charlie played by Eddie Murphy,
who also did Donkey in the Shrek franchise.
Well, confirming there is a Shrek 5 coming out for some reason. Just like for some reason we're getting a Toy Story 5. Also, Eddie Murphy was in the two animated Disney films, the two animated Mulan Disney films, if I'm correct.
Yeah. He was also in the Warner Brothers film, The Adventures of Pluto Nash.
I don't know anything about that film, but yeah. And also, but in Daddy Day Camp, the main character is played by Cuba Gooding Jr., who was also the one who played this character in the 2000-something football drama Radio, which I'm never owning in my possession anymore because that's too much of a dramatic film. And both films are rated PG. And Daddy Daycare is 92 minutes, and Daddy Day Camp is only 89 minutes, so 3 months shyer than the first one. But luckily, both are in widescreen, which is good. And yep, here's the discs. Well, here's the double feature with Daddy Daycare and Daddy Day Camp. The Daddy. I'll just call this the Daddy double feature. Why not?
Now,
is there something you gotta?
I'm going to show you something as well before I get into the Dragon Tales releases, and that is a double feature set of Elmo and Grouchland paired up with Thomas and the Magic Railroad.
Yeah, I don't have that. I'm so shocked some of my YouTube friends have that. How'd you get that double feature? I'm so shocked. And you just showed Elmo and Grouchland earlier, but we didn't get to Magic Railroad just yet.
We're not going to get into Magic Railroad because I'm not going to spoil it until we show the actual release.
But you already just showed. So I think what you'll do is just show off the thing and then just open the case and just show off the discs.
Yeah. the disc for the Adventures of Elmo and Grouchland is missing on this copy, but I do have the DVD of Elmo and Grouchland alone that has the disc, so that's all right.
Well, you have two. I guess you have two. Well, anyway, at least you just showed. Yes, you already have Elmo and Grouchland, so I don't think you should get another disc. So let's just. You should leave it be.
All
so
right.
let's just
Now,
please leave. Let's please leave. Now
we can get into the Dragon Tales releases.
Well,
And I actually have every single one of those releases, just like you now.
Oh, you do? Awesome. Well, at least we're just showing them Columbia Pictures and Columbia TriStar Home Media Collection style. But yeah, Adventures in Dragonland, of course. Why don't we... Well, at least I think one of us... Maybe some of us could take turns showing off one release individually. Why don't we both show off Adventures in Dragonland just to explain something?
Now, it was originally released... It was released on DVD back on August 1st, 2000. So this is a 2000 DVD release of Dragon Tales Adventures in Dragonland. And it says from the creators of Sesame Street and Sony Pictures Family Entertainment. And this one features 5 adventures, which are To Kingdom Come, Baby Trouble, Bad Share, Zack Takes a Dive, and The Forest of Darkness. And strangely enough, although this features the Sesame Workshop logo on the spine and the back cover and the disc art, the actual DVD itself contains the Children's Television Workshop logo from 1997 with the semicircle and the words "Play It Smart" at the bottom.
Yeah, I think there's some...
It was released in 2000, and this was also the case with Dragon Tales VHS releases from 2000 to very early 2001.
But starting with VHS tapes in 2002, I think they used the Sesame Workshop.
Starting in August 2001, they started using the Sesame Workshop logo.
Okay, so they did, but they still used the Rice Krispies cereal thing at the end for some reason. But yeah. I think in
the last time the CW logo was used on those Dragon Tales releases was March of 2001.
By the way, yep, here's the... Yeah, and also, even though this is produced in 2000, it says it was produced in 1999 for some reason.
Well, I think that's when the show premiered. But in this DVD, we have 2 episodes that originally aired in 1999 and 3 that originally aired in 2000.
Maybe that's the case why it has 2 different copyright dates on this DVD. But anyway, I think we did the family different version of Baby Charles, but this time have them taking care of Finn of his bath thing. But I don't think we can impress that out.
All right.
But anyway, and I thought, but also also another thing when I was a baby, Flicka, not only did I break my collarbone after I was born, one time also when I was a baby, I think you can see right here on this one portion underneath my eye. That's where I hit one portion of my head on one of the coffee tables when I was a baby.
Ouch! That's gotta hurt.
Isn't that? What do you say? Is that more painful than breaking the collar? If me breaking my collarbone or something like that, like hitting your head.
Just as painful.
As painful as breaking my collarbone. But if both were equally painful when I was a baby.
When you mentioned you broke your collarbone, that reminds me of the time I dislocated my kneecap at the end of my junior year, and that hurt like the dickens.
I know, it was so painful, but yeah. Here's Adventures in Dragonland disc, and mine has the insert. Yeah, I don't think we have time to do any Dragon Tales impressions, but maybe some other time we will try to do it.
When we do another sort of collection where it's just Dragon Tales only, that's when we can do them.
Or maybe like PBS shows, PBS Kids shows in general, because, well, anyway. We'll do the Dragon Tales only one, because I think we'll just do it on the day Dragon Tales turns 25. So that'll have to wait for a while.
September 6th?
Well, I don't know. Well, we'll have to figure out that first, because that's months away. But yeah, Adventures in Dragonland. So now we got to do stuff in order of alphabetical order, that is. So what comes out? We go to
the next one alphabetically. The next one would be Believe in Yourself,
which I have right here, pleasurely released. We know the release dates for all these Dragon Tales DVDs.
July 27, 2004 is when Believe in Yourself was released. That was just 1 week after Thomas and the Jet Engine.
VHS and DVD home media release of that, and the same day as Wiggles Woohoo Wiggly Gremlins, which I know you said yes, don't ever want to go near Wiggles, but I like Wiggles, but I can handle.
While Adventures in Dragonland had Zack and Wheezy as their profile picture, this one has Ford.
And it's big because it was recycled from the Easy's 1, 2, 3 DVD, but it's going to be smaller on that.
It's also going to look exactly the same when we get into a 2005 DVD release that has absolutely no previews and no funding credits.
And this one says, encourages your child to take on challenges from Sesame Workshop and Sony Pictures Television. I guess I'll read the episodes. The episodes contain Lucky Stone, Head Over Heels, The Balancing Act, Just for Laughs, one of my favorite ones with the toddler baby dragons, and of course On Thin Ice. And this is interesting because they do show the Columbia TriStar Home Entertainment logo in widescreen on this DVD. I'm pretty sure this is the first DVD in general to show it in widescreen, unless there is a DVD from July 2004 that also does this.
This is the first Dragon Tales release to have that happen.
So I think there was a DVD in July 2004 just of a plane movie that did this as well.
Yeah, I think so. But when we get into the next release, oh boy, do we have something to talk about, because there's a bad episode on the next release.
Luckily, we did so many versions. Well, anyway, here's the disc for Believe in Yourself. Mine has an insert, but I know yours does not have an insert. What a shame. And I know it's not your priority to get an insert just yet. That's the DVD you have whenever I'm afraid, but don't have these Berenstain Bears 2003 animated series just yet.
And starting with this release, the funding credits would go directly to the PBS Kids ident without a black screen coming before it.
Yeah. Anyway, Blair's Believe in Yourself. I think this was definitely my third or fourth Dragon Tales DVD, because I remember getting this after Let's Share, Let's Play, or Sing and Dance, or maybe this was fifth, because I did get Sing and Dance in Dragonland as well.
All right.
But anyway,
now we got a release to talk about. This time I'm gonna go over it because I know you said it a lot already. But this next release has a bad episode on here. That is the 2002 release of Don't Give Up.
We all know released the day after New Year's Day 2002.
Features 5 adventures, and they are Pigment of Your Imagination. That's not a bad episode.
Backwards to forwards.
That's not bad either.
Sandcastle Household.
Not bad. Tales You Lose. Okay. Not really great, but not really bad. But the last episode. Oh, boy.
Yes.
Holy
yes.
That is very, very, very terrible episode.
Yeah, stupid whoever. Yeah, the writer of that Cliff, Ruby, and Mark, or someone else.
Lesser.
What is your problem with writing this episode terribly? Just like how the stupid
bad writing. Don't remind me. That's kind of like what it's like what Sharon Miller did with some of the Thomas episodes, like Thomas's Frosty Friend.
Or Topped Off Thomas, or Edward Strikes Out.
Or even Henry and the Wishing Tree.
Well, that was before Sharon Miller, so I think you have to think of the writer of Henry and the Wishing Tree, because Sharon Miller didn't write the 8th season. She was a script editor on the 9th season, but then she wrote a few episodes, and then she became the head writer later on.
The Billboard is another bad episode of Thomas.
Well, that one's not written by Sharon Miller. Toss the Billboard.
I know, but I'm going to give you the 3 big reasons why Bully for You is awful. Number 1, Spike never gets punished for his actions. He always gets away with it. 2, Cassie just acts like a immature crybaby here.
Yes, we know that.
And 3, Quetzal did not. Quetzal should have told Spike that it was never a good idea to bully anyone. You told Max, Quetzal, it's not okay to hit anyone and no hitter, but you never told Spike that it was not a good idea to bully anyone.
But it also, like, I don't hate the person Brian Truman who wrote the season 6 episode of Thomas Middle Engine. I don't want to murder those people. Those people are nice people in real life, I will admit.
And one way. That's why I like the Thomas episode, Hector the Horrid, a lot better, because at least Thomas stands up to Hector when he's being very rude.
Yes, because I know he felt sorry for Rosie when he scared her, when Hector scared her. You know, I think Hector would make a perfect Spike because he's such a meanie, but then all of a sudden he turns nice.
Yeah.
But you know what also infuriated me is that Quetzal was being a stupid idiot in Bully for You. Well, yes, I know he was being an idiot, and he didn't cast. And also, what's worse, Cassie didn't say the right stuff to Quetzal.
Anyway, that's why everybody should avoid no Bully for You and no hitter at all costs.
But if some people out there if they like this stupid trash episode, that's fine. Even though, yes,
Or if they also like no hitter, I don't blame them either.
And if they like the season 6 episode of Thomas Middle Engine, or what else? Oh, I don't know. Toss's Frosty Friend, Topped Off Thomas. I don't blame them either. But anyway. But just don't give up. And also, there's another thing we gotta explain. It says right here, 2000 copyright Columbia TriStar 2001, but this DVD came out at the start of 2002.
Maybe they meant to finish it in 2001 or something, but no. But and this, along with Playing Fair Makes Playing Fun, are one of the only 2 releases to have an Emmy on the spine.
Yes, there's her right there. And by the way.
And just like with the Adventures in Dragonland DVD, this has the season 1 online promo where Ord says, to learn more about Dragon Tales, visit us at pbskids.org. But because this is the 2002 release, it actually does have the Sesame Workshop logo at the end, unlike Adventures in Dragonland.
And to all Dragon Tales fans out there, don't get the Look on the Bright Side VHS with this bad episode.
And don't get the Let's Be Friends VHS with the awful no-hitter episode either.
Well, oh my god, Jake Barton's going to get all the Dragon Tales VHS tapes, and he's going to unfortunately have to sit through stupid this and no-hitter. I don't know why, because he says he wants to have everything complete, but I don't want to have my Dragon Tales VHS collection fully complete.
I would like to have my Thomas collection fully complete because I'm not really a big fan of the hit era or the CGI.
Both share CGI Miller and Renaissance. Even though the Renaissance is the best CGI era of Thomas, I will admit. By the way, don't give up. Here's the disc for it, which has Cassie and Zack and Wheezy. I forgot to mention, well, Believe in Yourself is just a squished up version, and Adventures in Dragonland had all the gang on it.
Alright.
So what one we go to next?
Now we get into the very first 2003 release of Dragon Tales, Easy as 1, 2, 3. At least we take a break from seeing bad episodes for quite a while.
For a while at least, but yeah. Luckily, I think we'll take turns reading off the episodes on Dragon Tales DVDs. This one's got good episodes, so I'll explain them. They contain a kite for Quetzal, prepare according to instructions, the Big Cake Mix-Up, True Blue Friend, and of course we got Light My Fire Breath. Which, I don't know why, this Ryan T YouTuber, he commented on my HMR on this, and he says he doesn't want to get the DVD version because he says that he hates True Blue Friend.
I do not really buy it. I find that episode funny.
Yeah, because come on, there's nothing. At least it's a cartoon. It's not so bad.
If there's one Dragon Tales episode you have to hate, at least either pick Bully for You or No Hitter. Not True Blue Friend.
Come on, this is a cartoon. I mean, even though they have flaws, but at least it's not bad. It's like Thomas getting covered in paint when he got covered in paint and calling all engines Thomas. I told him, if you don't want to get the DVD, don't fear. It's on VHS. But you'll like the episode. You could skip it on the DVD. I have to tell him off, dude. Just skip it then. If you don't want to watch it, then go straight to Light My Fire Breath. But yeah, here's the disc for Easy as 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, this one just says.
Oh, and here's my version of the disc without the booklet on mine.
The insert rather, because booklets they have pages rather. The insert, or at least this one. I think there was a DVD. Well, it's not so much later, so.
And just like with Don't Give Up and Adventures in Dragonland, Easy as 1, 2, 3 also has Ord saying the Dragon Tales Online bumper the old way. But, strangely enough, despite that, Easy as 1, 2, 3 actually contains the new Dragon Tales funding from Season 2 instead of using the Season 1 funding.
That is really strange, but I guess they did it because this is the last full all Season 1 episodic release of Dragon Tales overall, so they used the Season 2 funding anyway.
And the Season 1 online bumper, and I think that's what also makes sense.
Well, it makes sense to show the Season 2 funding. This one doesn't have the Season 1 funding, where the Corporation for Public Broadcasting thing comes up for the funds for the U.S. Department of Education.
And the Ord profile is the same as Believe in Yourself, but it's a little bit smaller here.
Yes, but it's also on Singing Dancing Dragonland from 2005 DVD, which we'll get to later. We're doing stuff by ABC order for crying out loud. For the heck of it. Let's see, where do we go next?
Now it's my turn to talk about the episodes for the next one.
Let's see which one we're going to next in the alphabet. So,
right.
Sorry, I was saying the letters in my
alphabetical order is a 2006 DVD release of Experience New Things.
Oh, which I have right here. Which, yes, I think you could do it since you've seen my HMR on this, released August 22nd, 2006 on DVD, and this has Ord on the spine right here, but it's a Season 2 promo squished in there. You can almost see his portion of his legs are not showing. So yeah, I think you can do this now since both of us now have experienced new things.
To Fly with Dragons from Season 1.
Yes.
Moving on from Season 3, Something's Missing from Season 2, Room for Change from Season 2, and Hello Miss Tips from Season 3. So as you can see, there is only one episode from Season 1 on here. Most of the episodes here are from Season 2 or Season 3.
But despite that, this has Wheezy's voice-offs for the sign-off saying for the Season 3 online website bumper. Despite there's only...
Now, this also reuses the picture of Ord from the back cover playing Fair Mix playing Fun.
Well, Oh yeah, this one, not the spine one. This one, but it's gonna be bigger on Playing Fair Makes Playing Fun.
And Zach and Wheezy in here as well.
Except you could see that they're mirrored because you could tell that their badges are mirrored. It's kind of like how some Thomas artwork they flip Thomas's chassis the other way.
And you're not gonna believe which version of the disc is on my copy.
What is it? It's gonna be like Jake Martin's, where it's the 2009 one, but mine's the original.
Yeah.
Mine's the original, and it's got the insert. That's why I'm glad I didn't get the reprint artwork disc from 2009. Where this one has Emmy and Max separated like this if they were holding the scale on the back of Whenever I'm Afraid DVD, and Zach and Weezy and Ord from the We Can Work It Out DVD, and Ketzel like this, and Cassie with their different poses, but strangely no Enrique, even though there's 2 episodes with him.
Mine just has Cassie and Emmy on the disc, which makes it like a 2009 reprint. And because of this, it updates the Family Fun trailer mentioning Sony Wonder on my copy.
But mine has just Family Fun on this one. Well, yes, and of course, yes, I know these very first season 1 episodes of Dragon Tales, Thomas and Friends. Well, I'll just exclude the other hit entertainment shows that were on PBS Kids with Thomas in this. I don't know if you've seen the Super Mario Bros. And Super Mario World cartoons or the Nickelodeon sitcoms like Drake and Josh and iCarly.
No.
Yes, I know SpongeBob's the only Nick one you'll stick with.
Yeah.
Nick stick. Anyway. Yeah, we know Help 1 is the very first episode of SpongeBob. But actually, I don't know if you've seen the Wishbone show.
No.
Okay, if you're not a big fan of like dogs that don't like that lack of dialogue, I won't say it. I mean, I think Wishbone is a billion times better than Martha Speaks and the Rough Thing, but yeah.
And
That's
I
experience.
actually think Clifford is much better than Martha Speaks.
And well, Wishbone is the best live action dogs PBS Kids show, I will admit.
Clifford's the best animated.
Anyway, let's see what DVD we're going to next. Because this is hard because you have all of them like me.
This is the 2002 release of It's Cool to Be Me.
This one, I will explain the episodes because I have something wrong with it you'll see in a minute. Well, anyway, it released on April 2nd. Yep, April 2nd, 2002, along with the Yes We Can Dragon Tales tile release from Sesame Workshop and Sonic Pictures Family Entertainment, just like the other ones. And, yep, featuring these 5 adventures I got to talk about now. Not Separated at Birth, The Grey Show in Dragonland, The Mad Tall Tale, Dragon Tales, and of course we've got Staying Within the Lines. Oh, and also here's the back cover, which...
And if you want to know which PBS Kids logos were on these episodes, Program Breaks had Not Separated at Birth, used a dot ident. Same with The Greatest Show in Dragonland. A Tall Tale had the dash ident. Dragon Sales had the dot one, and Staying Within the Lines had the dash ident.
Yeah, this one has 3 episodes from 1999. Well, I don't really want to say what, because season 1 aired from 1999 through 2000.
This actually has 4 episodes.
4 from 1999, rather, and
the only one from 2000 is The Greatest Show in Dragonland.
Whereas on, we know everything, but I think when we get to the next, we'll see in a second. And yeah, featuring these things, the songs right here, all that stuff.
But,
if there's
okay, this
I have the insert too.
Both of us have the insert here.
But if you look right here on the pamphlet, tail is misspelled wrong with an E instead of an I after the A, because tail on an animal is supposed to have, it's pronounced T-A-I-L, not T-A-L-E.
That is so bizarre.
I think it happens on the menu too when you pop it into the DVD player to watch.
Here is the disc for It's Cool to Be Me. This one just has Emmy and Cassie.
Just like on your reprint of Experience New Things. But luckily, our easiest 1, 2, 3 DVDs are original releases, with no, because I like that shiny thing. Let's see where.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let me look at the alphabet.
Next release is.
Let's see. We go after H. It's I.
This next release is a 2006 DVD release of.
Let's Be Brave. I think we go to that next. Yeah.
Yes.
I think okay.
Be Brave.
Okay, good. I didn't mess up. Released May 23rd, 2006. So it was after Blue's Clues Blues Jobs hit VHS and DVD. Because actually, I looked up on the wiki that Blue's Clues Blues Jobs released on VHS and DVD May 14th, 2006. So only this, Toss Tales from the Tracks, and Cheaper by the Dozen 2 were the only ones to be released on physical media May 23rd, 2006.
And the episodes on Let's Be Brave.
Oh, I also profile picture of Ord, which has the thing from Easy's 1, 2, 3, but it's flipped the other way. And were you going to say the episodes? I was going to. Well, let's just. Wow, wait.
I think you said the episodes last time.
Didn't I say them? Yeah, I think I did on It's Cool to Be Me. So yes, you can say them.
Calling Dr. Zach, The Big Sleepover, Stormy Weather, Sounds Like Trouble, and Musical Scales. But Calling Dr. Zach and The Big Sleepover are previously released on the VHS of Big Brave Adventures, released 6 years earlier, back in 2000. Stormy Weather is previously released on There's Nothing to Fear, released on January 2nd, 2002. Sounds Like Trouble is the only episode from season 1 that has never been released before. So this is a very first time that Sounds Like Trouble got a DVD release. And yes, Scales, the only episode that does not have cell animation and features Enrique on this DVD.
And I think I told the story of, I don't think there was ever a time I had to go to, well, actually, I'll say this. I actually remember I got a bad seizure in Halloween 2015, and I had to go to the doctor when I had a bad seizure flicker, and at the very last day of October 2015. Another thing I brought up with Calling Dr. Zach. I had to go, I fell on the floor unconscious, and I was in an ambulance, and I had to go to the hospital because I had a bad seizure. And now I'm stuck taking this stupid liquid medicine. So, like, even though I want to drive my own vehicle so bad, and I don't know how to drive. But look how poorly shot these photos look. I don't know if you can see through my thing, but look how terribly photoshopped they put these photos. It's like these Thomas releases from the Anchor Bay of 2007. They horribly photoshopped these pictures with unrestored footage. If you know on the well, same thing on.
And that's also like some of the 2008 releases of Thomas, like Percy Takes the Plunge, where they used the wrong screenshot from an episode that is not included. Like the one on the left. That was from season 9's Thomas's Day Off. That wasn't from the classic series.
No.
But Thomas's Day Off was released about almost 2 months earlier on Thomas and the Treasure. Really, why not put a picture of Gordon from Tender Engines? That could have been better.
Oh, here's the disc for Let's Be Brave. Luckily, I didn't grab the wrong release. Trying to see what
actually has an insert.
Actually, I think we gotta do Let's Share, Let's Play, because
Let's Play is next.
So yeah, because I think Let's Start, because it's ST Start. So Let's Share, Let's Play will be next.
Yes.
Yep, and well, that's luckily. Yeah, I don't know who should do this one for Let's Share, Let's Play. Well, you read the episodes on Let's Be Brave, so I think I gotta do Let's Share, Let's Play. Released on August 14th, 2001 on DVD rather, along with the 3 VHS releases. But strangely, they do well. Anyway, it says right here from Sesame Workshop and Sony Pictures Family Entertainment, featuring 5 adventures. Quetzal's Magic Pop-Up Book. The Fury is out on this one. Much Ado About Nothings. Blah. Trash. 4 Little Pigs and Black Quibbling Siblings. Bother Quibbling Siblings. So Long Solo is a million times better than that. And here's a profile picture of Max, which the DVD that would reuse this portrait is Whenever I'm Afraid, 2004 DVD, but it'd be bigger.
And
yeah, also I gotta bring up this.
The thing about this release is that it does not play all 5 episodes. You have to go to the DVD menu for some weird, bizarre reason. That is one downside about this DVD.
But yeah, and also, do you know which episode I would have loved to see be replaced? Well, it makes sense to have 4 Little Pigs from the Let's Be Friends. I would have loved to just replace these 2 episodes, the sister episodes, play them separately from the School is Cool 2001 VHS. Put like Do Not Pass Gnome here and Treasure Hunt here. That way we could have had episodes from all the volume 7 through 9 VHS tapes, but put on this DVD disc. So like basically the first 2 are from.
No, that didn't happen. Instead, you just got episodes reused from
only volumes.
Friends.
Well, 2 from Let's Play Together, 1 from Do the Right Thing, and 2 from Let's Be Friends. Even though, like I said, if they could have just replaced, well, if they were just to make this easier, or why not this? Why not take off Quibbling Siblings and put just Treasure Hunt right here, and put, I don't know, put Zach's song or Get Off My Cloud.
Or put Do Not Pass Gnome in place of Much Ado About Nothings. That could work.
I mean, you could have seen episodes from all 7, volumes 6 through 9, rather, because, like I said, these 2 are from Let's Play Together. But except on the VHS...
You know what if we replaced the theory is out on this one with one episode from Keep On Trying called Dragon Drop.
Yes, with the famous Zach saying that phrase, but anyway.
That way we could have 1 episode from Let's Play Together, 1 from Keep On Trying, 2 from School is Cool, and 1 from Let's Be Friends.
1 from each volume at least, but yeah, here's the disc for Let's Share, Let's Play. Did you notice here whenever I close this case, look how similar the Max pose is when I close this case? It looks identical to the front poster art, except Max is looking in a different direction in a way. As you could compare the 2. Wow.
Alright, now, this next release.
Well, you can show off, because I know both of us should have shown off Experience New Things, but why don't you show off Let's Start a Band if you want, and I can just hold it for something else later. I think that's next. Yeah, Let's Start a Band is next.
Alright. Yeah. Dragon Tales, Let's Start a Band. Released between Season 2 and Season 3.
Yeah, well, that makes sense, because, I mean, this released on the same time as this Bear in the Big Blue House live DVD. April Fool's Day 2003. And both this and the Bear in the Big Blue House live DVD were released 6 days before Season 34 of Sesame Street premiered.
Yeah.
And this was a while after Fred Rogers passed away, may he rest in peace.
And it was about 5 months and 10 days before John Ritter passed away.
And a few months before Gregory Peck passed away as well. Yes, we all know this video was dedicated to the memory of Nina Elias Famberg.
Yeah.
Who, yes, passed away at the age of...
48.
In the year 2002?
Yes, and of
Due
course,
The cause was a cancer.
It was ovarian.
Ovarian.
Mr. Rogers also had cancer, but in the stomach.
Oh my god, that is even more painful than having cancer. What, in like your hips, or maybe like say on your throat or something, or maybe. And I know it caused him to pass away in the end of February of 2003. Fred Rogers. But this and Bear and the Big Blue House Live also released. Yeah, there's this thing where he shows Dragon Tales live, but just as look for them coming to a town near you, which you could have done back in the day.
At least here, it does have the funding credits, unlike the other sing-along release, which we will get into not too long from.
Yeah. And yeah, and I know this one. I don't know why the first title on this release has Oh yeah, and I gotta show you something. Mine has the pamphlet. I'll just show you the pamphlet because I know yours doesn't have it. But since we both have, Let's Start a Band, I'll just show you the pamphlet. And here are the sing-along songs right here. Which there's my favorite right there, the Cassie song, which kind of reminds me of sing-along songs devoting to the characters of Thomas and Friends. Like, like the Thomas and Percy Best Friends song from season 16, Ode to Gordon from season 8 of the hit era, and also Toby's song from the classic.
Ord Shuffle is one of my favorites because Ord is my favorite character.
Oh yeah, the Ord Shuffle, and like one lyrics when he says, he'll give you great big hugs, but don't mention bugs. That's a good rhyme.
Yes! Not to mention, I think that was a mention of the episode Don't Bug Me from season 1.
Which was on the very last VHS to feature all season 1 episodes, Let's Help Each Other, which I'm never getting that release. And also, this does contain the Friends song. I think, the Friends song features everyone. You know what I think?
One more release to go over before we get into the next one, which also has a bad episode.
Well, let's see. Where are we on the alphabet now? Let's start. Band's all done.
The letter O.
O is Our Amazing Pets, which, you should. Do you think one of us should read the episodes for Amazing Pets because you just showed off Let's Start a Band, and I just wanted to show you something else. Released on St. Patrick's Day 2009.
Yeah. And.
Yep, and this one. Oh yeah. This one contains the episodes. Do you want me to read the episodes, or do you want to read them? Because you just showed off Let's Start a Band.
I'll have you read them, but I will go over them.
Okay, well, let's see. The episodes contain Wheezy's Hairball Frog Prince, Bye Bye Baby Birdie, and Boo Hoo, Goodbye Little Caterpoozle. And what? Green Thumbs? That doesn't make any logical sense.
Put a sticky situation in here.
Or My Way.
Maybe put Green Thumbs on We Can Solve It Together.
Or just take this episode off and replace it with sister episode Sticky Situation, or put My Where Snow Way.
All right. Now, but the downside about Wheezy's Hairball is that TV airings paired it with Quibbling Siblings.
I know that sucks, but luckily, if you had a way to record these back in the day, you could just fast forward to the recording and just go straight to Wheezy's Hairball. And
there is another downside to this. There is no theme song at the beginning.
This is the only episodic release to do that, but the special, they don't do that anyway because that's just a musical special. Let's Start a Band. This is the only episodic release to not do the theme song. Because, come on, Sony, for your last Dragon Tales DVD, you didn't even put the theme song still?
That
unlike
is just lazy, bare bones.
Yeah, and another Yeah, another thing, like, do you think I think Bye Bye Baby Birdie was what everyone felt sorry for Emmy? That's much better than. But also, like, in Frog Prince, you know what bothers me in that episode, Flicka? Why does Emmy say to Max, go and see him on the weekends? But seriously, how can they visit their grandparents on weekdays, but they go to their Uncle Roberto's house on the weekends? Well, we don't see them go to their uncle's house in off-screen episodes. No way.
And how can they go there on weekdays, if they have school?
Well, they could do it weekdays during the summer, I think. But they say like they're gonna be at their grandparents during the weekdays. Come on, they should hire like a babysitter for them. Like, honestly.
Yeah.
But anyway, here's the disc for our amazing pets, minus Max and the baby Boinger. Just has Ord and the bird.
And neither of ours have booklets.
Well, I know this is a cheap eco box, but I had to swap it with another Playing Fair Makes Playing Fun, because speaking of that, that's
not in an eco case though.
Okay, mine is unfortunately one because I had to swap the case, but yeah. But speaking of now, work on to the next release. I actually spoiled my. Oh yeah, you got. And just to clarify, our Amazing Pets was released St. Patrick's Day 2009 on DVD.
Oh boy! Now we get to talk about a release that has another bad season 1 episode, and that is Playing Fair Makes Playing Fun, released on June 7th, 2005.
Yeah, since both of us have this flick, I think you should explain this.
I don't want to explain it this time.
Yeah, you should absolutely explain.
All right. From Sesame Workshop and Sony Pictures Television. Oh, and this features the Dragon Trash.
And also this considering the feelings of others. And here's Emmy on the spine.
But Emmy looks different on the spine here, unlike in Don't Give Up.
I think it looks like her season 2 thing from the Let's Share Let's Play disc, but squished in a portrait. I think that's right. By the way.
Anyway, the episodes are the Dragon Trash no-hitter.
Yeah. Ew. Bother.
And then the Me First Wizard, Give Zach a Hand, Teasing is Not Pleasing, and Play and Say. And, oh boy. What do I think about No Hitter? It is absolutely terrible. Why?
Wait.
Well, because Max's portrayal is completely stupid in his part. Max's portrayal in No Hitter is completely stupid. He can't control his anger, so he has to hit everyone to get his own way. Come on, Max. That is not how you treat your sister or one of your dragon friends. First, you punched Emmy in the arm, and then you kicked Ord's tail? Come on!
At least, if Ord caught the ball instead of him, just cheer in excitement instead of just getting pissed off saying that was my ball. If you didn't catch the...
Yes, and because you, Max, kicked Ord in the tail, Ord has been acting like an immature crybaby and telling Quetzal about it because of you, Max.
And yes, how Cassie explains, sadly, without Max, they only have 4 players on their team, and the opponent team they have 5 on the opponent team.
And yeah. To be honest, I think Ord was a crybaby in No Hitter, almost as much as Cassie was in Bully for You.
But do you know there's something that I'm glad this episode that references to Bully for You gives Zach a hand, but at least this one Spike is a nice guy now.
Yeah.
Because if they paired this and Bully for You on DVD, I would have been so angry. But luckily, this one.
Or if they paired No Hitter and Bully for You on a DVD, that would have been even worse.
But luckily, they separated them. So, and if you have these on DVD, good thing you can skip them altogether.
I am never getting. I'm never getting Look on the Bright Side on VHS. No way.
Or I tell you that trick if you actually have to watch it through, just like I think because I was told by this in Gum Robber in one of my streams, Flicka, just keep it muted until it's over. But if you don't want to do that, I think you might as well just stay away from that tape and don't want to do the trick I told you. Mute it when the bad episode starts and just keep it muted until it's over, but pay attention to the TV.
Oh, all right. And
but at least like the Give Zach a Hand, it just references to Bully.
As for No Hitter, I think No Hitter is even worse than Bully for You.
Yeah, I think Teasing Is Not Pleasing is a million times better than this. If they could have just taken this off and replaced it with One Big Wish, we could have just had...
Or they could have replaced it with another episode from season 3, like Sky Soccer, for example. That could have also worked.
But then we had 2 episodes with Enrique before his spoiler introduction.
Wow. Yeah, true.
And it's something I showed this insert for. Well, here, I think mine is different from yours, Flicka. Mine, Filter on the Grass, is a little bit darker, but here's the pamphlet, which has this one where only Teasing Is Not Pleasing is placed in the right spot, but the other 4 are in the wrong order.
And the funny thing about this DVD is, although it has one season 3 episode with Enrique, the funding itself is incorrectly from season 2 and not from season 3.
That is weird, but I wish they could have fixed it, but unfortunately Sony didn't do that.
All right.
Now onto the next section of...
Into a release where Enrique is featured in all 5 of those episodes, finally.
Say Hola to Enrique, which was released 2 weeks before Thomas Track Stars and Really Brave Engines released on VHS and DVD, and before the Elmo's World Reach for the Sky was released on VHS and DVD. Now this one I'm going to explain the episodes because I like this one. I like with all Enrique. This one says making a new friend feel welcome includes both English and Spanish, and yep, this has the Kids and the Dragons, which looks like a promo thing from the All Together Now episode. And here's Enrique. There's Spying Profile Picture of Enrique, which is the same one as Playing Fair Makes Playing Fun.
Honestly, if they put Say Hola to honestly, I think maybe they should have swapped the DVD titles. Maybe put Playing Fair Makes Playing Fun on DVD in 2006 and put Say Hola to Enrique on DVD in June 2005.
That's kind of like how, yes, I think I said in the Thomas one when we went to the Hit Era collection string of Thomas stuff, put Mud Glorious Mud in March 2008 and put Engines and Escapades in May 2008 so we weren't confused with the style of menus for the releases. But anyway, oh yeah, and here's the back cover for this Say Hola to Enrique release where we got the episode To Fly With a New Friend, which is split up in 2 parts. There's part 1 and there's part 2. And then, of course, the 3 are just plain episodes. Feliz Cumpleaños, Enrique, Super Stody, and then, of course, All Together Now, which I mentioned about that fan-made art. And yeah, look how terribly photoshopped these look.
If there was an extra episode on here, I would have put All That Glitters.
Or The Big Race. Yeah, All That Glitters. All That Glitters Dragon Tale Season 3 episode, not SpongeBob Season 4, All That Glitters 1.
Or the Big Race. And, of course,
here's the disc for Say Hola to Enrique with minus the dragons. The kids are the center of attention. I like that.
Fair Makes Playing Fun on the booklet.
But they should have put Singing. They should have put Sing and Dance in Dragonland. But I guess the reasons. Well, we're gonna get to Sing and Dance in Dragonland actually next.
After this.
Yes. And I think I'll just show something that I think if both yours doesn't have the pamphlet for Singing Dance in Dragonland, I'll just show it to you when you show off the DVD. Like, here's the DVD right now, but I just want you to show it off because this has, or I don't know who should read the songs. So this is an all songs release.
I can read all the songs.
Yeah, watch. Yeah, I know you'll say my least favorite song in a sec.
All right.
But released August 2nd, 2005 on VHS and
August
DVD.
2nd, 2005. That's also when Jeremy Barton turned, a day after Jeremy Barton turned 9.
And before Thomas Season 9 aired on PBS Kids.
And it says, includes 20 songs to follow along, written in big, bold lettering.
So yeah, I'm just holding the DVD in my lap, Flicka, because I want to show you something. If yours doesn't have the insert, I'll show you the insert.
All right.
Let's just look at the DVD first.
They are When You Make a New Friend, Hello Song, Hola, Bet You Can, Pretend, Come On and Blow, Touch, Wiggle, Dragon Stomp, and The World Goes Round and Round, Zoo, Flip Flop, Stretch, Shake Your Dragon Tail, Speak Up, Hum, Clap, Zack and Wheezy, Silling Song, and why would the last episode have to be Movie and Game Lover 98's? Why would the last song have to be Movie and Game Lover 98's least favorite, making it fun?
That's not my least favorite song. It was Flip Flop. That's Flip Flop. You screwed it up. It's Flip Flop is my least. That's.
Why would Flip Flop be one of Movie and Game Lover 98's least favorite songs?
Well, I hated that there were no other characters besides Max, Emmy, Zack, and Wheezy, which was so lazy. Why couldn't they just put like Cassie or Ord in there? Or if they could just put Enrique and someone else, that would have been cooler. I don't know. I just don't know what season the song Flip Flop is in what season it is in.
Season 3.
And they don't even have Enrique. Come on.
And you didn't even put any songs from season 2, like the Ord Shuffle or Cassie, on here?
Well, if you get the VHS of Sing and Dance in Dragonland, they do have the Wake Up song from Let's Start a Band, I guess. But I don't think you're going to get this on VHS.
No, because I'm mostly a DVD collector.
I know your VHS collection is not as big as mine. But anyway, because I'm not even getting this on VHS either, because one, you can already watch those 2 songs from in Let's Start a Band already. But yeah, I'll just show off the disc and the pamphlet to show to you.
What makes this DVD incredibly lazy is the fact that it does not even have bonus episodes.
Unlike the Thomas sing-along releases like Sing-Along Stories, Trackside
Tunes, even. And
the songs from the station. Those ones have episodes in between the songs.
Why couldn't they do it for the Dragon Tales ones? If I would have loved to see a smashing success and the Giant of Nod be on DVD for the first time on here.
Or Zach's song from the Do the Right Thing VHS.
Yeah, these 3 episodes could have been included. Zach's song, The Giant of Nod, and a smashing success.
But yeah, I showed you the
only time we could have had, for the first time since 2003, we could have had Sing and Dance in Dragonland be the first time since 2003 where we get 3 episodes only from season 1.
Certain thing that we should include the Giant of Nod's debut, even though I wish the plot would have been better.
Yeah. Obviously, how did you like that idea of Sing and Dance in Dragonland containing episodes only from season 1, since easy as 1, 2, 3?
With additional one, very cool. Because I think, every 10 songs, it's kind of like the Thomas sing-along releases. Like with Trackside Tunes and Sing-Along and Stories, they play the first episode after a certain amount of songs. But for songs from the station, they do after 2 songs. Why not do it for the first 10 the 10 songs? Like, you know how they ended up with an episode kind of...
Every 5th song.
or every fifth song rather. Like after the first 5 go straight to a smashing success, and then more 5 go to the Giant of Nod, and then the last about 15 go to Zach's song, and then finally the remaining 5 are just sing-alongs.
And it does not even include the funding credits for some weird reason. It just goes straight to the menu after the Sony Pictures Television logo.
Yep. By the way, now let's go on to the next portion of the alphabet. We're just down to the letters.
Go into the Dragon Tales releases. I'm going to show off the remaining Columbia TriStar releases very quickly.
Yeah, because we've been doing this for almost 2 hours, Flick. And we gotta go as fast as we can because I've got other movies to show off from Sony as well.
All right.
Let's see what we go next to.
Is we can solve it together.
Oh, yep, this one. Well, I think one of us won. Oh, this one you read the songs on the last one, so this is my turn. This one from Sesame Workshop. Oh yes, we can solve it together. Released December 2nd, 2003, from Sesame Workshop and Sony Pictures Television, featuring 5 adventures: The Shape of Things to Come, Puzzlewood, Berry Berry, The Serpent's Trail, and of course we got Just Desserts. Which I kind of tell you, The Serpent's Trail is Bully for You done right, because at least Cassie was being stern with the others and told the antagonist no.
Eggs Over Easy is also Bully for You done right.
This and Eggs Over Easy are both Bully for You done right. And oh yeah, and yeah, Just Desserts. I wish the game could have just found Mungus and asked him what was that dessert just sitting there on the ground instead of just playing around on it. It caused him to cry hysterically.
And this is also the very last Dragon Tales release to use the classic 2000 to 2003 style artwork and to have the Columbia TriStar Television logo.
Yep, and this one, the VHS border would be green, but this is, I don't know what to call this, yellowish. I think it's like a...
I'd say yellow.
Well, which kind of yellow? Like a turquoise yellow? Or like a... I don't want to say buttery yellow, because Don't Give Up had...
sunshine yellow.
Sunshine. Okay, sunshine yellow. I think that's a good guess. But yeah, here's Cassie on the spine, which I forgot to mention earlier, and it's also
Cassie
she's also
will
on
also be on the spine, and yes, we can, except she will look different.
Wait. Oh yeah, yours doesn't have the pamphlet. Let me just show you the insert. There's the thing I showed earlier, Daddy Daycare, and I do not have Stuart Little 2, but I need to get that on the Blu-ray with the first one. And I don't have the Swan Princess. I need to get them in order of when they originally came out. The Swan Princess. At least this one, the episodes are in the right order. But yeah. Now we get on to a release I gotta explain, which has one of my personal favorite episodes of Season 2 with the baby dragon right here. We can work it out. This was released July 29th, 2003. We can work it out along with the VHS.
And...
oh, 2 of them. I think this is where I'll have to show my copy, because I don't know why you have 2 and I just have 1.
All right.
Yeah, I think me and Jake Martin have to do a comment through post, a conversation through post saying how are you going to give one of them to Jake Martin? Because I don't think you should be having 2 of them. Because why would you need 2? I guess if one breaks, just keep one of them. Just have a backup. But yeah. I think this one. I think hopefully you don't mind me this one reading the episodes as well, because this one has my all-time favorite Season 2 episode.
Yeah.
And this is a darkish blue background because blue is my favorite color. From Sesame Workshop and Sony Pictures Television, featuring 5 adventures. Hooray, 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 Cassie the Green-Eyed Dragon. So Long Solo, better version of Quibbling Siblings. Breaking Up is Hard to Do, The Grudge Won't Budge, and of course we've got Remember the Pillow Fort. And this is another one where an instance where not a main character is on the spine. Instead, we got Cassie's little baby brother Finn right there, who is voiced by the same lady who voiced Kiki, Ellen Kennedy.
And Cassie's mother.
Yes, and Cassie's mom, but all three of those are voiced by Ellen Kennedy. All three of those characters, she does an amazing job, Ellen Kennedy. And yes, I admire this cute little... And yes, we all know two main dragons cry in separate episodes, but Finn, a minor character, cries in the same episode with a main character as well, but later times, not at the same time.
Weirdly enough, it says 70 minutes on the back, but it says 64 minutes on the disc.
Oh my god. That's like how on the last original design release of the Leapfrog videos, A Tad of Christmas Cheer, it says 31... Well, it says 48 minutes, but it's really 31 minutes. The last official Leapfrog release with the original character designs, released on the second to last day of October 2007, A Tad of Christmas Cheer, which I do have that actually, but I don't know how we're going to show that one because that's the only Leapfrog release that was not distributed by Warner Brothers. Only Porchlight did it. By the way, we can work it out. There's the disc. Well, this is where I brought my copy because you have two of them. Oh yeah, forgot to mention the fan-made art they're doing on the front cover is from the Breaking Up is Hard to Do episode. Okay, now this one you can read the episodes for sure, Flicka, but this time I think we're going to... Both of us will have to take turns explain the errors on the next release. Well, I almost said the name of it, which actually comes next.
Alright.
This one I'm going to have to bring up as well. Both of us are for short copies to explain something. A lot of things have so many things wrong with this release. With Whenever I'm Afraid, released on May 24th.
May 25th.
Or May 25th. Damn it. Sorry. Damn it. May 25th, 2004. May 25th, 2004. Released after Stevie's vs. Diesel's, released on VHS and DVD. Well, first off, we know this from Sesame Workshop and Safe for Just Television, helping your child cope with fears. Here's Max, Cassie and Ord from the fan-made art from whatever. No, well, make no mistake, both Max feeling he's going to be afraid of doing something wrong, but Ord is comforting him on his shoulder. And
that episode is only on the DVD.
Not the VHS. Why would you put it on the VH? Well, first off, we got to explain something. Well, first, here's spine profile picture, bit large, Max.
Maybe they should have put Zach and Wheezy in the amusement park.
Well, we're going to take turns describing the first error. Would you like me to describe the first error?
Yeah.
First one, these episodes are listed in the incorrect order. It's kind of like the 1996 VHS release of Thomas Percy's Ghostly Trick and other stories, but I think that one, they'll still play in the correct order. I don't know. I'll have to get that one. But because why is it listed, I Believe in Me, Make No Mistake, Have No Fear, Cowboy Max, then Try It You Like It? But it literally goes, on DVD release, it goes, Have No Fear, I Believe in Me, Cowboy Max, Try It You Like It, then it's finally Make No Mistake last. Whereas on the VHS, it's just these three, and Try It You Like It is last.
And the second error. The Sony Pictures, the second error. An extra S is added in the end credits of the DVD. In the title, Make No Mistake.
Just like with Faulty Whistles on Percy's Chocolate Crunch, they did not put the S after the E in Whistle. What on earth hit entertainment for Paul's Percy's Chocolate Crunch home media release?
Alright, error number 3.
And that one would be, why on earth does the Sony Pictures Television logo have the audio from the Columbia TriStar Television logo when it's supposed to, has the Sony Pictures Television logo at the end of the program?
At least on the VHS, they fixed it.
Well, this is why I want to get this on VHS, just to fix that error. But also, like with, I already show off so many Thomas stuff. It's like how, yes, like, with Hooray for Thomas, they almost got the release good, except they had to replace the engine roll call intro and end credits with the classic series intro and outro credits.
And replace Robert Hartshorn's score with Michael O'Donnell and Junior Campbell's score.
And this art style is identical to Believe in Yourself. Where is that DVD? Right here. They look identical, except the difference is this is a green color and this is blue.
Right.
And now the last Dragon Tales DVD show.
Dragon Tales release.
In ABC order, alphabetical order, is the Yes We Can, which starts with the letter Y. Yes We Can 2002
and
Dragon.
All 5 episodes from season 1 here.
Except, well, at least at this one, anyways, let's see. I think this one from Sesame Workshop and Sony Pictures Family Entertainment featuring. I think for this last one, well, I gotta explain. There's a bad blah episode right there, right now. Zack and the Beanstalk blah. Whole lot of maracas going on. Up and Away Dragon Tales Season 1 episode, not to be confused with the Season 15 episode of Thomas. The Jumping Bean Express, and of course, finally, the Great White Cloud Whale. Which we know was unfortunately on PBS Kids broadcast with the Trash Bully for You, but at least these were put on DVD independently, like separately. And for this one, for all Dragon Tales Season 1 episodes of this one, well, actually for the easiest 1, 2, 3 one, that one has, well, only one from 1999. This one's like easiest 1, 2, 3. Only one is from 1999, and the other 4 are from 2000.
Yeah.
I think so. Let me take a look at the other DVDs just to be sure, because I know on Let's Share, Let's Play, 3 are from 1999 and 2 are from 2000.
And
for
on VHS releases like Big Brave Adventures, all 3 are from 1999.
Yes. And for Don't Give Up, I forgot to mention this one has, let's see, 2 from 1999, and this one is 3 from 1999. I mean, 3 from 2000, sorry. And then, yeah, I think that's everything. But I also remember through this for Season 2 episodes, for we can work it out. Well, we'll just do it later. Like, let's see, 4 from 2001, and 1 is from 2002, because the first batch of the last 4 of Season 2 aired in 2002 on PBS Kids. Those last 4 episodes of Season 2.
Maybe they intended to be in 2001, but due to new programming, they pushed the episodes later on.
Yeah, because like on Experience New Things with those 2 Season 2 episodes, 1 is from 2001, 1's from 2002.
And there was one Season 2 episode that aired as a Season 3 episode due to it airing in 2005 on TV.
And this one only has 1 episode from 2002 of Season 2 on We Can Solve It Together, but the other 4 from aired in 2001. But yeah, let's keep going. I keep forgetting to show Yes We Can.
And here's the disc, which has Ord and Max, which has Max and Ord on the disc.
I think this one also got a shiny sheen disc artwork as well. Not only Let's Share, Let's Play got one. This one also has a one with Don't Give Up and Adventures in Dragland and Easiest 1, 2, 3. The only ones
to be me might also have a shiny artwork.
I don't know. I'll have to look at the copies on eBay because I really want to replace these. But unfortunately, Jake Martin's birthday is coming up in 5 days, Flicka, so I'm going to have to probably just let him do it himself now because he's going to be an official adult like you and me. He's going to be in that range with us very soon in 5 days. It's his birthday. I'm doing a stream for him on his birthday next Wednesday.
If we're done with the Dragon Tales releases, I'm going to show off the rest of them very quickly.
Okay, because I think, yeah. Oh, I know it took a while unfortunately, because you and I both have the releases.
The Indian covered.
Well, actually,
2004 reprint of the Indian covered.
Oh shoot! I forgot. Didn't we forgot to do the letter G first? After the D, it goes E. I think. Hold on. Do I have it? E F? Because E goes after D, so E F G. hold on. I think I have some G titles. Do I have some? Hold on. Do I have some E and F titles? Oh, I don't think I do. I don't think I do have any titles that start with E or F, but I do have some with G. We have to show G. Let's see if I have any G titles that go before. Oh, let's see if Grown Ups goes. Okay, Grown Ups 1 and 2 go next. Let's do Grown Ups 1 first. This is a 2010 movie. Yep, Grown Ups 1. And also its sequel, Grown Ups 2. Don't mind the fading on this spine. I'll just get a replacement. At least the disc works. I think both movies are absolutely hilarious. Grown Ups 1 and 2. This one's got more actors than Adam Sandler. It's got Kevin James, Chris Rock, David Spade. Even Rob Schneider's also in here too. I don't know if you've seen any Kevin James films, Flicka, like Paul Blart Mall Cop or any Chris Rock films. But I know there's Rob Schneider in here, so that's a plus. But anyway, now on to... And also I gotta do H titles, because I have some H titles as well, like Hancock and Hitch. But here's Guess Who with Bernie Mac and Ashton Kutcher. However you say that guy.
I think it's a 2005 DVD.
Yeah, released in some point in 2005, because it was released originally sometime in 2005 in the theaters, but this came out in August 2005. And yes, here's the disc with Simon and Percy Jones. Let me see if I got some other stuff. Oh yeah, now I'll go on to H. Hancock this one stars Will Smith and Charlize Theron. I don't think you've seen any Will Smith stuff either.
I've seen the animated, I've seen the live action Aladdin once with Will Smith, though.
Okay, you don't have that yet. Will Smith the Genie and live action Aladdin from 2019.
But to be honest, I like the animated Aladdin with Robin Williams as the genie a bit better.
Luckily though, well at least I'm still mad they did the stupid slap thing with Will Smith and Chris Rock back in 2022. I say that because we're still at the beginning of 2024. And this film originally came out in 2008. Well, it makes sense to put it on Blu-ray in late 2008. This is a 2008 Blu-ray after all. I mean, I don't know if you'll like Hancock. I think it's got a little bit of language and violent stuff. Yep, it has Hancock played by Will Smith. And here is the discs here's the digital copy and Blu-ray discs for Hancock.
I think the next film, Hitch also stars Will Smith.
Yep, and that one goes I did this in the right order because it goes H-I, because Hitch goes H-I, and here's Hitch right now. This is a 2005 movie, but this Blu-ray strangely came out in 2006, which is the very early years of Blu-ray. That's just a plain disc, like with 50 First Dates and Click I showed. It's a simple Blu-ray. It doesn't come with anything else. I didn't want to get this with the DVD anyway. I recommend Hitch, Flick, if you've not. I mean, you like Will Smith, the actor. And
all right.
I think we ought to do. Also, I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry, but I think if you want to do Indie in the Cupboard, because actually, wait, no, I brought. That's the wrong one. That's a Universal one. I grabbed the wrong one. Silly me. I think you can show Indie in the Cupboard. That one's a Sony movie.
All right. Indie in the Cupboard. So this is a 2004 reprint of the Indie in the Cupboard. I know that because the DVD was originally released in 2001.
Okay, I remember watching Indie in the Cupboard. I do like the VHS poster because it has an interchangeable cover.
And of course, it's a Columbia Pictures film co-produced with Paramount Pictures, although the Paramount logo is not shown.
Okay, this is an interesting one with Columbia Pictures partnershiping with Paramount Pictures. Because I didn't bring any movies that are just with Paramount Pictures alone. Because that wouldn't make any sense.
And it is 96 minutes. It is rated PG for mild language and brief video images of violence and sexy dancing.
Yep. I remember having, like I said, I would like to get this back on VHS. Like, I guess I could watch it. I could just own it on VHS because it looks cool with the poster art on the clamshell on VHS.
And here's the disc. I checked this DVD, and this plays the Columbia TriStar DVD logo at the beginning because it's a reprint from the 2001 release. Except it has the softer phaser sounds, just like with Dragon Tales Let's Share, Let's Play, while Adventures in Dragonland has the louder phaser sounds.
What's that? Sorry.
Next up.
Well, what's up?
Next up is another.
Do you have another eye? Do you have another eye?
Another eye, but it's a TV show.
What's it? I? You said the letter I, so we're not in the letter J yet.
But it's a TV show this time, and it's not a film. But it's a DVD of It's a Big, Big World, The Big, Big Sleep. The only DVD that I actually have with the PBS Kids snow globe ident at the end. And the episodes here are Go to Sleep Warts, Sleepover, Sounds of the Forest, Hot Enough for You, and Sloth Lessons. It's a 2007 DVD release. Approximately 76 minutes. I think it was released August 14th, 2007. A week after Carnival Capers.
Yeah. Well, Carnival Capers released August 7th, 2007 on DVD.
But here's the disc for It's a Big, Big World, Big, Big Sleep. And now we get into titles that start with the letter J and is another PBS Kids show.
Okay, so I do not show the Just Go With It Adam Sandler film just yet because we have to go to their JJ stuff first.
I have another DVD of a film that starts with the letter J, which I'll show you after the JG the Jet Plane releases.
Okay, well, just make sure, because the Just Go With It starts with JU. Yeah. So Just Go With It goes much later. But anyway, let's look at all the JG the Jet Plane stuff first. Luckily, I'm going to keep my enthusiast in, because I got to... Let's go as fast as...
Adventures in Learning. This was released on February 5th, 2002, and it contains a trip to Skylandia, JJ's Butterfly Adventure, JJ and the Magic Books, Tuffy's Trip to Pangabula, and Tuffy's Adventure in Pangabula. But here is the disc.
Yeah, I know some people out there don't really like JJ the Jet Plane that much. Even though they like planes, they just don't like ones with talking faces.
It kind of reminds me of CGI Thomas in a way. But with planes instead of trains.
Let's see. Oh, yeah. Still JJ the stuff. Well, I see every time I pull out something.
Friends Forever. And this features the episodes Grumpy O'Malley, The Great Terrytown Blackout, Catch the Buzz, Reverend Evans Day, and Missing You. This was released on May 13th, 2003. Here's the disc. It comes with an insert.
right? And yeah, and I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry. Like, maybe we could show that when we do the Universal Home Media Collection stream for the next time if we got some time. But do them in ABC order just to be sure.
All right. Next up is JJ the Jet Plane, learning lots of little lessons. Released April 23rd, 2002. And it contains Upside Down Otis, Tracy Sonic Boom, Herky and the Opposites Game, Snuffy Snowman, and Tracy's Shooting Star. And here's the disc for learning lots of little lessons. It also comes with an insert.
Yeah, and we all know April 23rd, 2002 was 3 weeks after the two Dragon Tales DVDs of 2002 came out.
Yeah, 3 weeks. Yeah.
Yep, I did get it right. Lucky me, I got it right this time. I'm just watching that time. So we've been going on for so many hours.
All right. Yeah, I'm doing it as fast as I can.
I know you are. I know you're. I'm watching the time on my phone.
All Seasons, released on August 6th, 2002. And this one has Snuffy's Thanksgiving, JJ's Christmas Adventure Parts 1 and 2, JJ's Winter Parade, and Snuffy's Seasons. It's kind of like what the Say Hola to Enrique, where they split to fly with a new friend in 2 different parts.
Well, if they just merged it, well, anyway.
Here's the disc for Lessons for All Seasons, and it also comes with an insert. And for some reason, Big Jake is featured on the disc, but on the back cover, it has Old Oscar.
I know Old Oscar. That was well, we know about them, but I'll be right back. Look, I'm gonna go grab something really quick.
All right. Next up, the second to last JG the Jet Plane DVD release I have, Liking Yourself Inside and Out, released January 14th, 2003.
Yep, we know that was released before Dragon Tales Easy's 1, 2, 3.
And it has the episodes Picture Day, Switch Around Day, Evan Gets His Wings, Something Special, and Plane of a Different Color.
Plane of a Different Color reminds me of the Thomas Engine of Many Colors from season 22 of Thomas.
Or Blubba.
Or, yeah, the Blubba series.
This DVD of Liking Yourself Inside and Out also has an insert. Here's the disc. And the last JG the Jet Plane release I have from Columbia TriStar is, of course, Supersonic Pals, released on April 23rd, 2002.
That also released on the same day as that other DVD 3 weeks after those Dragon Tales releases.
And it's got the episodes Snuffy's Favorite Color, Super Loop-de-Loop, Brenda's Mother's Day, Tuppy the Tiny Tow Truck, and Snuffy's Birthday Surprise. disc, and it also comes with an insert. Seems like all of those DVDs come with an insert except for Adventures in Learning. All right.
Okay, now we're moving on to
the jet plane releases. Now the next one is a film that starts with a DVD of a film that starts with the letter J that I have, and that is called.
Hopefully, it's in the right alphabetical order thing. I'm holding mine.
Jumanji.
Okay, yes, we'll show Jumanji next. Then we can show Just Go With It.
It was released on January 25th, 2000 on DVD for a second time. It was originally released on DVD back in 1997.
Yeah, that's something, because I think this film, for some reason, was on the theatrical trailers on the Tom's Magic Railroad DVD. Well, I guess they released this on DVD when they showed the DVD of Tom's Magic Railroad. This was on the theatrical trailers bonus features.
Yes. This was released on January 25th, 2000, and this is the only DVD that I have released in 2000 that actually features the 1993 Columbia TriStar Home Video logo at the beginning, because it's a very early 2000 release.
That's true. Yeah, you haven't seen the other Jumanji films quite yet with Jack Black.
It's for Jumanji, and it's rated PG and 104 minutes. It's a 1995 TriStar Pictures film.
Okay,
right,
now I can
just go with it.
Which is a 2011 Columbia Pictures. I think it's produced with Happy Madison Productions. This one stars Adam Sandler. Of course, we Adam Sandler, but the co-star with this is Jennifer Aniston. Some people like to say Jenny as short for Jennifer. Yes, yeah. Co-star is Jenny Aniston. Yeah, I might have to cover this up, Flicker, because sorry if there's some images you can see of the ladies with. I don't want to see their. I don't want to show their bodies. I don't want to get in really big trouble. Let me just cover them. Let me see if I can cover them up. Yeah, and I'm not reading. Like I said, I'm not reading the critiques. I'm just covering these up because I don't want to see these pictures of people showing their stomachs. Because it's kind of like how the one Disney Princess Jasmine of Aladdin, for some reason, that animated version, well, both that and the live action one, they show her stomach for some reason. What on earth, Disney?
And they showed Ariel being naked on the front cover of the Black Diamond Classics release of The Little Mermaid.
Well, technically it doesn't bother me with a mermaid. Well, I mean, we're not going to be... I don't know when we'll show off our Disney Home Media collection on your portion. But anyway, here's the disc for Just Go With It. I'm covering up this image too, because one of these ladies is showing her stomach on this. And also on the disc. In that, disc for Just Go With It, because I don't want to get in freaking big trouble.
All right. Now, the two releases that I have that start with the letter K.
Let's see. K goes... Okay, we're not into the M.
Swamp Years.
Let me see if I have something that goes before... No, I don't have anything that starts with K. I saw Kermit Swamp Years at my work just this morning, but I didn't buy it. Oh.
It was released on September 3rd of 2002.
September 3rd, 2002. Okay. That was months after Dragon Tales It's Cool to Be Me released on DVD and the Yes We Can DVD, so several months after that.
It says, join Kermit and his friends for some high-flying fun. This is a direct-to-video film.
Okay, it was never put out in theaters because it was not that long of a film.
As a result, it has the Columbia TriStar Home Entertainment logo twice on this DVD.
Oh my god, seriously, Sony, you show it twice? I mean, I like the Muppets. I do have some Muppets films on...
First of all, it plays the Columbia TriStar Home Entertainment logo before the DVD menu appears, and then it appears again after the FBI warning and attention screens due to it being a direct-to-video. Kind of like with Bear in the Big Blue House Live.
Oh, does that too on Bear in the Big Blue House Live? Because I popped the DVD in of Bear in the Big Blue House Live before.
It does have it twice, just like with Kermit Swamp Years.
But yeah. And luckily I have some Columbia TriStar stuff on physical media that starts with M. But I think you might have some stuff that starts more K stuff.
I have stuff that starts with M as well.
Okay, so I think you don't have any stuff that starts with L quite yet.
I do have... I think I do have... I have some releases that start with L as well.
Okay, I do not have any starting that with L in my collection. Yep, I do not have any L stuff. I do have M. I do have M, N, and then I go straight to P. Oh no, I do.
It starts with P. After M, I go right to S.
Okay, I have stuff that starts with M, N, O, P.
You know what? I have two that starts with P.
Okay. Okay, well let's keep looking at Kermit Swamp Years unless you already showed it.
I already showed it. Now the next
Okay. Okay, let's make sure we're doing this correctly. Well, I know it's harder with ABC order, but let's just deal with this.
Kramer versus Kramer.
Yeah. Okay, this is what we're showing us. At least. Okay. Yeah. Kramer versus Kramer. Yes. At least I actually do know the season episode. I do know what season the episode Mother Tucker Family Guy's from, which does the parody of that scene with the ice cream fight in this movie, in this parody of Family Guy. Season 5's Mother Tucker from 2006 of season 5 of Family Guy.
All right. And the film is from 1975.
1975? Are you sure it's 19? I thought it was 19.
No, 1979. Excuse me, 1979. 1979.
Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, we all know. Yes, this year marks the 100th anniversary of Columbia Pictures. Well, it was already the 100th anniversary of Columbia Pictures. But this is a TriStar. Well, anyway,
it is a Columbia Pictures film.
Yeah, because we all know this. On that, well, then that movie came out. It marked a specific anniversary for Columbia Pictures. Anyway, yep. We see the disc.
It's got the insert on it. This is an early release from. So, because it's from August 2001, it has the Columbia TriStar DVD logo, as it wouldn't be until October where the home entertainment logo was used on DVDs.
Okay. That's, yeah.
All right. I have, next up, I have 4 DVDs that start with the letter L.
Okay, then we get into the M releases. I only have a few that start with M on DVD. Well, on physical media, rather, because I have Blu-rays and DVDs.
4 that start with the letter M.
Okay, well, we'll have to figure this out before we get to this. Oh, wait. Didn't mean to pull out this. That's for another time. Well, that's for later on.
All right. Next up is Little Black Book.
Little Black Book.
I'm covering this up because it shows the inside of her arm, and
well, I don't mind those kinds of images where the girls, I can see the portions of when they're wearing sleeveless arms, wearing sleeveless tops. I don't mind those, but I just don't like them seeing their stomachs. That's the problem.
Okay.
Those I do not mind. Those ones will probably not give us.
With Brittany Murphy, Holly Hunter, and Ron Livingston, and Kathy Bates.
Never heard of this film. This film might have came out years ago.
Yeah, and of course, the film it's a 2005 DVD that has the Columbia TriStar Home Entertainment logo on the back, so it's a very early 2005, like in January.
With this, like with the March ones, Christmas with the Cranks, and April's Spanglish of 2005 DVD.
Well, on the packaging, it has the Columbia TriStar Home Entertainment logo on the packaging, so that's why it's like a January 2005 release.
But luckily in May 2005, they switched it.
Film is rated PG-13 for sexual content and humor and language. And
Yeah.
it is 107 minutes.
All right. Anyway.
Disc for Little Black Book.
I think I'll have to give that one a try. I'll see if I like it, and if I don't like it, it's honestly fine. I mean, I can see the poster; it looks amazing because it's got the tall buildings, New York City. I like that when they go to New York City in some movies. But yeah, so let's see what you're grabbing next, Flicka. While you're at it, Flicka, I think I forgot to tell you there was another movie I saw from 2004, but it was by Columbia Pictures. I think one of them was from 1997. Well, yeah, both were from Columbia Pictures. One was called Spice World. If I had that, I could have shown that. And another one, 13 Going on 30, released in 2004 on VHS and DVD.
And of course, if I forgot to mention, Kramer vs. Kramer also uses the softer phaser sounds in the Columbia TriStar DVD logo. But now we get into the first of 3 Look Who's Talking films. But strangely enough, if we do it alphabetically, then Look Who's Talking Now would be next.
Yeah, unfortunately, we have to do them. Well, we got to show the first Look Who's Talking, which anyway, I know it's
Kirstie Alley, and it's also got John Travolta.
But I mean, if I
a 1989 TriStar Pictures film.
And yeah, also when we get to the when we get to the M section, we also have to see what should we do. Should we do Muppets from Space before Muppets Take Manhattan? Because Muppets from
Yes.
Okay. Well, we're almost there. Let's just get through these first, because I'm probably not going to buy these. The Look Who's Talking, but if I got the collection on DVD Flicka, I'll just watch the Look Who's Talking Now one, where it focuses on the dog. I just own them in my collection.
The film is rated PG-13 and 96 minutes. It originally came out on DVD February 24th, 1998. This is the only 1998 release from Columbia TriStar that I have. And it's a double-sided disc. And side A is in widescreen. It's currently in the widescreen side.
Luckily, this is like you just leave it on the upside to do it widescreen. Unlike full screen, you have to flip it upside down. With one of my TVs, you'll see in a moment. By the way, well, I mean, yes, we got to do the look. We've got to show them in alphabetical order, so we got to do the Look Who's Talking Now movie second. Which, like I said, I think that one I'll probably like the best out of the Look Who's Talking movies. Like that one, they just focus on the dog. I don't know. I'll have to watch through all of them, but I'll probably say no. I don't recommend the Look Who's Talking movies.
All right.
Because it's freaky with
the one in alphabetical order is Look Who's Talking Now.
Yes, I say that's the one I probably like the best of the Look Who's Talking ones, because it focuses on the dog that's talking.
John Travolta, Kirstie Alley, Danny DeVito, and Diane Keaton.
Which we know Danny DeVito's also in Matilda, which was going to be in a much later.
I'm actually going to be showing that right after Look Who's Talking 2.
Well, actually, we have to also do Madeline, because actually Madeline in alphabetical order goes before Matilda.
I have Madeline on DVD.
Well, I'll show that when we get to the M.
Here's Look Who's Talking 2. Now, it's rated PG-13 for off-color dialogue.
Just for dialogue, I guess.
Off-color dialogue.
I don't know what off-color dialogue actually means, to be honest.
And it is 95 minutes. 1993 TriStar Pictures film. And this actually does have the 1993 TriStar Pictures logo.
Well,
this is actually a 1993 film that actually features the new TriStar Pictures logo at the time from 1993. Yes, I know. The Columbia TriStar Home Entertainment and TriStar Pictures logos playing C major for this, and Matilda, along with the Sony Pictures Home Entertainment logo for Planet 51. But
now on to, I think we, oh yeah, you gotta show the last of the L, then we move on to M.
all right. Next up is Look Who's Talking 2, a 1990 TriStar Pictures film with John Travolta, Kirstie Alley, Bruce Willis, Roseanne Barr, and Damon Wayans. And Gilbert Gottfried appears in this film as well.
I mean, I think if I just own this, because I think, like, you know how Bruce Willis is done acting? I don't think he's in all the Look Who's Talking movies, if I'm correct.
He's in this one only, I think.
Okay, because I guess I could just own the Look Who's Talking just to own in memory of, well, Bruce Willis is not acting anymore. He's not acting in films anymore.
All right.
Anyway.
Look Who's Talking 2 is rated PG-13 and 81 minutes. It was released on October 10th, 2000, 3 weeks before Thomas and the Magic Railroad. Now, what is interesting is that this has the Columbia TriStar Home Entertainment, the Columbia TriStar DVD logo, but its louder phaser sounds are much more digitally enhanced, making the phaser sounds even louder.
Wow, that is as loud as other stuff, I would imagine.
And
well, anyway, we'll show that first, and I can tell you some. Then I'll tell you something important.
Here's the disc currently on the widescreen side and the insert. And this actually features a special version of the TriStar Pictures logo, whereas Bruce Willis imitating as Mr. Ed during the TriStar logo, which is very funny.
It's interesting, but you know the thing, like, I don't know why one of these I don't know why Jake Martin has the Boss Baby stuff on DVD, Flicka, but for some reason he just owns it because of, not only because Alec Baldwin narrated Thomas the Tank Engine, but because he plays that character in the Boss Baby. But I guess he owns it. Well, anyway, I think as we go into the letter M, I think.
Yes.
Okay, I think we start with Madeline first, if I'm correct. If not, do you have a title that goes before MAD, or do you want me to show off Madeline first?
What were you saying?
Do you have a title that starts with before Madeline in ABC order?
No.
Okay, I'll show Madeline first. Released in late 1998 on DVD. Appropriate to do it at the right time. I remember having this. I put this in a white case because I remember getting this with another. Well, I got it off of eBay, but I put it in the copy that was a full screen only for release. But this one has the one where you can choose you can flip it to put either widescreen or full screen in the player. And yep, that's some great. Let me see if it's got some good actors in here. It's got Nigel Hawthorne. There we go. Nigel Hawthorne. I think it's SARS. Francis McDormand. That's another cool.
Francis McDormand. She was also in Big Bird Gets Lost, one of the Sesame Street Kids Guide to Life videos.
Okay, and and like how in this movie, the little 12 girls is lady of mother of their home. she's allergic to dogs, kind of like how Ord is allergic to dandelions in other flowers in Dragon Tales.
Yes.
And it's like, what else? And also, like, I don't know what else. Like, some people are allergic to this thing. By the way, disc from Madeline right here. I left it on widescreen because
enough, Big Bird Gets Lost was also released in 1998.
I think it was before, this was before because this was
before Madeline, because it came out in February.
Okay, but I didn't get a DVD in 1998 of Sesame Street.
DVD release as late as 2003.
That's kind of a 5-year gap between this, but yeah, Madeline, I say give you. I know you have this on VHS, not DVD yet. By the way, I already showed the disc, but yeah, there's Madeline, all taken care of. I think now we move on to. I think if I'm correct, we go to Matilda. I have you'll surprised by this, Flicka. I have the 4K Steelbook of Matilda.
4K?
Ultra HD plus Blu-ray plus digital. Because I think, why not? Why not try this in a 4K design? And not only this, it's a Steelbook. I mean, you don't have any Steelbooks, but I don't know if you like this.
No.
Okay, it's a cool Steelbook.
I have the 2005 DVD of Matilda, though.
Well, this just released last year, this 4K, but I don't think don't ever want to get this because I don't think you're a fan of Steelbooks.
No, not.
I don't think they did it for DVDs at all. Put them in Steelbooks.
All right.
By the way,
Matilda has Danny DeVito, Rhea Perlman, Emmett Davids, Pam Ferris, and Maura Wilson, who also appears in Thomas and the Magic Railroad 4 years later.
Yes, and yes, we all know this is a 1996 TriStar Pictures film. And yeah, also that image is on the front of your DVD is the same back on this J sleeve of my Steelbook of Matilda. It's the same image, but just it's on the front of yours. Because mine has different artwork because this is a different... Because like I said, this is a Steelbook. And it's got the mean brother. It's got all the characters on the front, but this one is it's missing the brother on the back of my J sleeve.
And it is rated PG for elements of exaggerated meanness and ridicule, and for some mild language. And it is approximately 98 minutes.
And I'll show you the Steelbook for the inside of Matilda.
And
I don't think there's 4K
for the DVD copy of Matilda, which says Columbia TriStar Home Entertainment on the disc and Sony Pictures Home Entertainment on the back cover. And I checked this DVD. This has the Columbia TriStar Home Entertainment logo from 2001, and it has the tolling bells on here. And yes, the TriStar Pictures logo is also in the same key, like with Look Who's Talking Now, and...
Yeah. Well, yeah, there's Matilda all taken care of. Now we move on to other M titles. If you got any other M...
It is a one that starts with M-O-N-S. And
M-O? So M-O goes before Muppets, so we'll just... You show that release first.
I have another one with M-O after Monster House as well.
Okay, so Monster House we gotta look at first.
Yeah, it's a 2006 DVD of Monster House. It's also a 2006 film. And it's a Columbia Pictures film co-produced with Image Movers, who also worked on the Polar Express with Warner Brothers Pictures and Amblin Entertainment.
Yeah, and this DVD we know released a while after Dragon Tales Experience 2 Things hit DVD, so this was a while after that.
In October 2006, I believe.
Yes, so that was after Experience 2 Things Dragon Tales DVD release, so this was... Bless you.
That was unexpected.
I cover my mouth. Oh, I mean, I turn my mic off and when I think I'm going to sneeze, but I do my own streams flick. I turn the mic and camera off at the same time because I feel like I'm going to sneeze. If I feel like I'm going to catch a sneeze. Oh, yeah.
All right.
While you're showing,
Rated PG for scary images and sequences, thematic elements, some crude humor and brief language, and 91 minutes. And here's the disc for Monster House.
yeah, if you hit the slipcover, I think you can use something cool with that image on the front. By the way, okay, I think you got another release to show before we get to Muppets from Space.
Which?
But it also starts with the letter M-O.
Actually, you know what? I have one release from Columbia TriStar that is rated R, and that is Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Oh, that's right. You have to show the Monty thing, Holy Grail. Which, yes, I think this is probably a stage performance thing. It's something funny. It's a similar thing with the Universal thing, Joseph and the Technical Under Dream Code, however you say that. I tried to watch through that, Flicka. I tried not to fall asleep through that.
With Graham Chapman, John Cleese, Terry Gilliam, Eric Idle, Terry Jones, and Michael Palin, the Monty Python cast crew. And the film is rated PG and 89 minutes.
Yep.
This was released on October 23rd, 2001, a week before The Animal.
And I think also, yes, before those Sesame Street releases got DVD releases after this one.
Yes. Those being The Best of Elmo, The Great Numbers Game, The Alphabet Jungle Game, Kids' Favorite Songs, Elmo's World, Dancing, Music, and Books, and Kids' Favorite Songs 2 all got DVD releases on October 30th, 2001.
Oh, crap. Yeah, I should get Kids' Favorite Songs 1 and 2 on VHS and DVD just to make my Sesame Street VHS and DVD collection a lot bigger.
Here's the disc 1, which is the original disc with the Columbia TriStar Home Entertainment logo, and disc 2. There are some copies that have the Sony Pictures Home Entertainment logo on the disc, if it was reprinted, but it's the original. And this DVD of Monty Python and the Holy Grail also is another DVD release from 2001 that has the Columbia TriStar Home Entertainment logo at the beginning, just like with The Animal. And now you can show Muppets from Space.
I know you don't have this film on just plain DVD, but mine has a DVD inside, so it's a combo pack. I mean, this one probably has less bonus features than the DVD. Well, even though I have the DVD inside this combo pack, well, we know this is a 1999 Columbia Pictures movie. But this was in partnership with Jim Henson Pictures, but some people say this was the last Muppets film to be by the Jim Henson Pictures, even though this movie came 9 years after Jim Henson passed away, but just by the Jim Henson Pictures company, I think, because after that, all the Muppets films would be distributed by Disney. And yep, here's the actually. I also have this on VHS, Muppets from Space. This has the Blu-ray, which contains nothing, but here is the DVD. It's identical to the Blu-ray, except you can actually see Miss Piggy, Kermit, and Fozzie Bear.
And I think the DVD has the Columbia TriStar Home Video logo at the beginning.
This is a reprint because this is a 2011 Blu-ray release because it comes with the DVD inside. But at least it has the poster art from both the VHS and DVD.
Yeah. And
yep, we know this is also this. Yes, Steve Whitmire puppeteered Kermit in this because, like I said, this movie came 9 years after Jim Henson passed away.
All right, but the next release I will get into actually has Jim Henson as Kermit.
Yes,
that is Muppets Take Manhattan.
Really? Well,
1984 TriStar Pictures film. So that's 6 years before.
Yes, before Jim Henson's passing. And what's strange is that Elmo was some reason in the background as a cameo, but he didn't.
That's because Richard Hunt was the voice of Elmo briefly at the time, until Kevin Clash replaced him in 1984.
Well, because we know this movie came out the same year that Elmo was introduced to Sesame Street, when it originally came out.
Yeah. It's a TriStar Pictures film from 1984. And it is rated G and 94 minutes. And
I think
the disc
is all on one. You have to choose your widescreen or full screen.
you could choose that option in the menu here, which is cool.
I think that's before you go to the menu, choose widescreen or full screen, then it takes you to the menu.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I think if I just got
DVD of the Muppets Take Manhattan uses the louder phaser sounds in the Columbia TriStar DVD logo. Yes, you heard me correctly. Louder phaser sounds. Not the softer phaser sounds like the other 2001 releases, but the louder ones like the 2000 releases like Stuart Little and even the Dragon Tales Adventures in Dragonland and stuff like that, and Thomas and the Magic Railroad. That's the version of the Columbia TriStar DVD logo that appears in this 2001 DVD of the Muppets Take Manhattan.
Let's see, it's already past 11 in my area, Flicka, aka after 9 in your area. So
all right, now I got this to wrap this up really quickly.
I think we should wrap this up, and then we'll just do another part to wrap up with the other stuff.
Next up is a 2003.
Oh, and before we do that, I think we got New Adventures of Pippi. Do you go next, or would you New Adventures of Pippi Longstocking? Because I think
next up is a 2003 DVD release of Peter and the Wolf.
Well, first I gotta show New Adventures of Pippi Longstocking because the new with the title.
Okay.
This is a 2021 Blu-ray of Pippi Longstocking, the New Adventures of Pippi Longstocking. I know it lacks any bonus features, but at least this has the feature in widescreen, which I like better than that stupid DVD where it always is in full screen. And this pouring plain white disc of New Adventures of Pippi Longstocking.
All right.
And also, I also got to show. I know that's the Peter and the Wolf starts with P. And then I got to show Other Guys, which it starts with O. It stars Will Ferrell and Mark Wahlberg. I think,
the only Will Ferrell film that I've seen is Elf.
Not seen this one, or Daddy's Home 1 and 2, or Talladega Nights, The Ballad of Ricky Bobby, or even like the Lego Movie where it shows the live action clips towards the end. Well, here's the Other Guys. Also, Mark Wahlberg and Will Ferrell also are the main players in Daddy's Home 1 and 2, which I don't have any of those yet, but I want to just get the double feature of both Daddy's Home 1 and 2, because I like the first Daddy's Home, and I do not... Well, even though those are Paramount, but they're still Will Ferrell films. But anyway, Other Guys. But I also know this does have Samuel Jackson, who did do Frozone and Disney and Pixar's The Incredibles 1 and 2, and also Mace Windu and all 3 prequels of Star Wars.
All right.
And then also got Michael Keaton in there,
who was also in Beetlejuice.
I need to get that one of these.
Along with Alec Baldwin.
Yeah, and they did use the 3 bleeps because they said this has a bad word in it, even though this movie is full of more action than... Well, it's got very PG-13 for crude and sexual content, language violence, and some drug material, whereas on Pippi Longstocking, it's rated G. And same thing with Muppets from Space.
Next up.
Yeah. I also got to show the Paul Blart Mall Cop 1 and 2 ones, and then you can show Peter and the Wolf. Because Peter starts with PE. Here they are, Paul Blart Mall Cop 1 and 2. Just going to show them off as fast as I can. Here's the first one with Blu-ray and digital copy, and this Blu-ray with the DVD inside. I know you haven't seen any Kevin James films either.
All right.
Okay. Now you can show Peter and the
Next
Wolf.
up is the 2003 DVD release of Peter and the Wolf.
Okay, and then I'll show Pixels
New
later.
film classic starring characters created by Chuck Jones, even though it's a Columbia TriStar release. And speaking of Peter and the Wolf, 2 years ago, I actually got to see a performance of Peter and the Wolf with the symphony orchestra, which I'm happy to report I am now part of the same symphony orchestra now.
Oh, wow. By the way, now, yes. Now there's Peter and the... Yeah, we know what the Peter and the Wolf DVD looks like.
And it's narrated by the late Kirstie Alley.
Yep.
And it is 49 minutes long, so it's pretty short.
Yep, that is not that long of a film.
Came out November 18th, 2003.
Yep. And yes, you told me how that for some reason it plays 2008 content, but it has the original disc.
Yes. This is also the case with my DVD of Dragon Tales Playing Theater Makes Playing Fun.
Wait, that does that too? Where basically it has...
Yes.
Well, mine doesn't have any trailers for on the...
Well, if you go to the sneak peek section.
Oh, crap. Anyway. And also, yes, I think there's another P title you got to show off that starts with the letter P. If not, I could go straight to Pixels. Hopefully, because
Pixels first, because the next one is PL.
Okay, Pixels. Yeah, this is a 2015 Columbia Pictures movie, also with Happy Madison Productions. I don't think you've seen this video game movie flick. It's got Adam Sandler, Kevin James, Michelle Monaghan, Peter Dinklage, who I know who did the greedy Miles Finch in Elf. And
I love that Pac-Man on the front.
Yeah, it's shiny. And also get this, Josh Gad, who voices this character in one of my least favorite Disney movies of the franchise, Frozen. Yes, he voices Olaf the Snowman in my least favorite Disney movies of all time, Frozen. But the other actors make up for this. They show Q*bert in this, kind of like
Ralph better.
I mean, you have Wreck-It Ralph, don't you?
Yes.
Maybe we should show off our Disney Home Media Collection stream soon. Well, from your end, not my end. I don't know when you'll do your Disney ones, but yeah, Pixels. I've seen this in the theaters back in.
Best releases from Disney, then of DVDs.
Okay, so I think what we'll have to do is probably do everything Disney ABC order, kind of like this. Whoa, Gesundheit, bless you. I'm not gonna brag with that. Anyway. Anyways, yep, yes, it does have Kevin James in there. Yeah, but yeah, Pixels. Here's the actual case, and here's the disc for Pixels. You can see the big Pac-Man attacking the big city.
Yeah.
And there's one scene, like they say that this one guy used to be a cheater back when he was a kid, cheat at video games.
Cheating? You cannot cheat at video games.
Well, apparently. Well, for some reason he did it just so I can make it easier for him. But anyway, I'm just proving.
Next up is the 2010 DVD of Planet 51, a 2009 TriStar Pictures film. Johnson, Jessica Biel, Justin Long, Gary Oldman, and Sean William Scott. And it's rated PG for mild sci-fi action and some suggestive humor, and 91 minutes, co-produced with Alien Animation Films and Handmade Films.
And yeah, I think I brought this up. Why on earth would a human be born as an alien? That's strange. Usually the aliens are supposed to be the ones to be captured. But anyway, I don't know anything about Planet 51. I don't think I've watched this at a movie night once. Every time I actually kept skipping in between scenes when I was a younger person. When I was by the way, I think next up we go to the letter. We're still in the letter P, and if we're still okay, so I think these ones I have start with S, which are these Spider-Man films and Step Brothers, which start with S.
All right. But before we get into that, I also have the 2016 DVD release of the Smurfs collection.
Oh, Smurfs. I'm turning my camera off of this flick. I don't care for Smurfs.
I understand it's weird. But it's got
sorry.
But it's got the Smurfs, Smurfs 2, the Smurfs, The Legend of Smurfy Hollow, and the Smurfs A Christmas Carol. It's weird because Warner Brothers made the TV series.
But
and now Nickelodeon is making a new version of the Smurfs.
Like I said, I'm not a big Smurfs guy, so I don't know anything about those characters at all. If I had to choose like one of those, I would rather just go with like what, Trolls or something like that, or something.
Right. The Smurfs is rated PG for some mild rude humor and action. Smurfs 2 is rated PG for the same thing, and The Legend of Smurfy Hollow and A Christmas Carol are rated G. The first film is 103 minutes. The second one's 105 minutes. And the last two are only 22 minutes long. Here's disc 1, which has the Smurfs and Smurfs 2 films, and disc 2, which has The Legend of Smurfy Hollow and the Smurfs A Christmas Carol.
All right. Okay, now I can turn my camera back to my face again. Okay. I think we're still. Oh shoot! Yeah, I think now I can show Spider-Man since you did show Smurfs because it goes before SP. Spider-Man starts with SP. Unless there's something you also have to show before Spider-Man.
Well, the only Spider-Man film that I have is Spider-Man 3.
I do have the trilogy of all Spider-Mans. Well, I think unfortunately in ABC order.
This DVD of Spider-Man 3 is badly scratched.
You should get a new copy soon. Hopefully it's a widescreen version. I see some people have a full screen edition of the Spider-Man 3 independently.
It's a widescreen version that is scratched.
Okay, you'll have to look really. Yeah, this 4K of Spider-Man trilogy, I'm gonna have to get a new case. I don't know why this gave me a 4-disc case. The Amazon shipper was being so stupid. I should probably use this for something else, I think, or just just throw this case away because it's breaking apart. I think since you're showing Spider-Man 3, why don't you just show the Spider-Man trilogy and Samurai trilogy all together?
Sure.
First Spider-Man's from 2002. They all start Tobey Maguire playing Peter Parker.
From 2004, and the third one's from 2007.
And it stars Tobey Maguire, William Dafoe, Kristen Dunst, Jim Franco, or James Franco rather, Cliff Robertson, Rosemary Harris, and many others.
And we know Spider-Man 3 is rated PG-13 for sequences of intense action violence. No language, apparently.
Well, in this one, the first two Spider-Mans also have that stuff, except it's a stylized violence and action on... I don't know why there's an and on the first Spider-Man, but there's no and on Spider-Man 2. But we don't talk about the Canadian stuff.
Third film is 139 minutes long.
The second film is 127 minutes, and the first one's only 2 hours and a minute. 121 minutes.
But here's the disc for Spider-Man 3.
I guess I'll show the trilogies out of the way. I think in alphabetical order I have to show Far From Home and then well, if I had Amazing Spider-Man, I would show those. I don't have those on 4K together. I will get them soon. But let me just show Far From Home, which does well. At least it's got Samuel L. Jackson, who does play, who's also in here as Nick Fury. Another Samuel movie I do. Well, this doesn't have him as the main player. This one has Tom Holland playing Peter Parker as Spider-Man. But I like Tobey Maguire will always be the best Peter Parker in Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Not a minus.
Speaking of Toby, did you hear that Toby Keith passed away recently?
No, I'm sorry to hear that news. He passed away. I don't know who Toby.
Singer.
I know he passed away at a specific age, and that was probably a while ago.
62. It was actually very recently.
Oh wow! Well, too bad. But rest in peace to him. He was a great singer. I'll have to see if some of his music will help me sacrifice him to remember him by. Yeah, Spider-Man: Homecoming.
With the same cause as Fred Rogers.
Cancer in the stomach. Oh my god! And this is wow. But anyway, Spider-Man: Homecoming. This is a 2017 film, which came out the same year as Pixar's Cars 3 and Despicable Me 3, which I don't like Despicable Me, despite those are Universal films. But even though, another thing I'll bring up, Flicka, Jake Barn for some reason has the Despicable Me films, even though he just likes to own them because of the actor Steve Carell.
I don't really care for the Despicable Me films either.
But I know you like the actor Steve Carell.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's just, I hate when they appear in the McDonald's commercials. But anyway, I think next up we got, if you have
Imagine if the Minions and SpongeBob had to be in the same commercial together.
No, please don't. But anyway, oh gosh, yeah, I've got to hurry this up. Hopefully now we go to Step Brothers, but if you have something before that starts with SR or something like that, but if not,
you could show Step Brothers next, because the next DVD I have is Stuart Little.
Okay, you show those fast with Stuart Little, and then we got to get to the rest of them, because my phone battery's going to be dying soon, and it's already past 11 in my area. Well, it's already.
I have one title with T and only a few with W, and then that's it.
Okay, then the rest I could just. Okay, yeah, good. Yeah, it's already 11:18 in my area, so let me just show Step Brothers fast. This is a 2008 movie. This one stars John C. Reilly and Will Ferrell. Another Will Ferrell movie you have not seen, but this one, another one I have that's rated R. And pervasive language. Because this one has very high bad language. Because they say the F-bomb a lot in this movie. But I still think it's funny, though, this movie. Because it's also got Mary Steenburgen.
Talk about it. Full Metal Jacket also has a lot of swearing.
What movie did you say had a...
Full Metal Jacket from Warner Brothers.
Okay, but anyway. Step Brothers, here's the discs for this one. This Blu-ray looks identical if you got it on DVD by itself, but yeah, not seen Step Brothers yet. Look, I'd say yes, I recommend it, but hopefully you can just get over the people saying very foul language, because this, yes, R-rated, they will heavily swear a lot.
I've seen R-rated. I've seen an R-rated Mortal Kombat films with my brother that also had a lot of strong language and very intense violence.
Well, anyway, that's Step Brothers is all taken care of. It's a 2008 film. That was all taken care of. Now you can show Stuart Little, the first one. Don't have Stuart Little 2 and 3 yet.
All right. The original 2000 DVD release of Stuart Little. It was also given a 2002 DVD re-release in 2002, which was reprinted, but they updated it with the Columbia TriStar Home Entertainment logo on the 2002 reprint, apparently. Full screen presentation. It has Michael J. Fox.
Michael J. Fox, I know who I think he played I think he was also in Back to the Future, which is Universal.
I'd seen the first Back to the Future film, but not the others. I think the first one is the best.
Well, trust me, I don't think you'll like Back to the Future Part 3, but at least that one's got Mary Steenburgen in it, just like the Step Brothers and Elf did. By the way, I'm just proving my point, but yeah. But it's also got, I think, trying to know the actor.
PG.
Oh, it's also got Jennifer Tilly in there. You know who? I know the actress who voiced Celia in Monsters, Inc. Jennifer Tilly's in that film.
The film is rated PG, and it is 85 minutes. It was released on April 18th, 2000. That was just 10 days before Dragon Tales Season 1 concluded.
Yes, and I think
it was also the same day the Dragon Tales episodes Rope Trick and Baby Troubles aired on television.
Oh, wow. They're getting close to the end of that first season of Dragon Tales. Which, yeah.
Here is the disc.
Oh.
I only have one title that starts with the letter T from Columbia TriStar.
And what's this? It's surprise, surprise. It has to do with the Thomas the Tank Engine franchise.
Yes, it does.
What, you know what it is? Surprise, surprise. Thomas and the Magic Railroad. His very first movie that they say.
For some reason, Columbia TriStar put this film out on DVD, but Anchor Bay put out this series.
Yeah, because this is a theatrical film, because I guess...
I can imagine if there was a sequel called, like, Thomas and the Magic Railroad 2, Percy's Big Rescue.
I don't think that was developed. They scrapped that.
If that would happen, I would have Sir Topham Hatt in the sequel, punishing Diesel 10.
Well, it's kind of like how he yelled at Diesel 10 in the 2011 film that came 11 years after this, Day of the Diesels.
It would be like, Diesel 10, you have caused confusion and delay for kidnapping Percy. For your punishment, you will shunt freight cars with Gordon, James, and Henry.
But anyway, yeah. I also have the Blu-ray of Magic Road, which I'll briefly show in a sec. Let's look at the plain DVD, which I know I'm always...
Eddie Glenn does the voice of Thomas here.
Actually, I'll bring this up. Eddie Glenn, for some reason, in the stupid All Engines Go reboot, he voices Toby. Eddie Glenn, the voice of Thomas in this movie, voiced Toby in the reboot.
He should have voiced Thomas in the reboot as well.
But no, they used a dumb child to do Thomas, and they used Gordon.
The same guy who did Gordon in Magic Railroad reprises the role as him.
That's Neil Crone. But yeah, and why on earth would they use Susan Roman to voice James instead of using Michael Angelis, but leave Linda Valentine?
And I can imagine if Sir Topham Hatt was there, I would have him be voiced by Robin Smith, just like the video games in Thomas and the Magic Railroad.
And the menus on DVD.
Yeah.
But yeah, Thomas. Yes, it's got Peter. Rest in peace to these actors: Russell Means, Peter Fonda, Doug Lennox, and Michael Angelis. And yes, we all know this is Mara Wilson's last time acting in a film before she stepped in to stop acting. But I also have the Blu-ray of Magic Road. Even though this is a Shout Factory release, I mean, it's still considered to be shown.
Yeah.
Because it's still, because I know that's at Destination Films anyway.
I think Warner Brothers released it in the UK internationally.
I mean, there is a UK equivalent that's distributed by Icon in the UK, which I don't have that version. But I would like to get the...
Warner Brothers, I believe.
Yeah, but anyway. Well, why don't we show off the DVD first, because I know you didn't show off the disc yet.
Here's the disc. Right here.
As Thomas and Lady, and here's the booklet from mine, which I know yours does not come with a booklet.
So this was produced between season 5 and season 6.
Well, actually, they were making this in the works before they produced season 5 on television. But after they were developing a movie around the time season 5 was almost coming out. But anyway,
But
now
I can imagine what it would be like if George Carlin was in the film reprising Mr. Conductor instead of Alec Baldwin.
But no, I think they needed another actor to do Mr. Conductor instead of because they are.
What if we had two Mr. Conductors in the film, one with Alec Baldwin and one with George Carlin reprising the role here?
Well, unfortunately, they never did. Like I said, they never did that because George Carlin had to leave Thomas after season 4 to go back to his comedian routines because 13 years later he passed away in 2008. This movie came out 8 years before George Carlin passed away.
And 1 year before Best of Thomas was released.
Well, both Best of Percy and Best of Thomas.
Well, on DVD, 1 year before Best of Thomas was released on DVD, and that was the only DVD to be released in 2001. All right.
Well, okay, I think now we're just down to these last movies.
The Wind in the Willows, last film, before we get into 3 Webulous World of Dr. Seuss releases, which I don't really like that much, but it's a 2005 DVD of The Wind in the Willows, released February 1st. It's another DVD that has the Columbia TriStar Home Entertainment logo on the back because it's a very early release. And
all right, that's something. I need to give that a shot.
Not rated and 71 minutes.
And you're showing the disc.
And the last 3.
Yes, the Wobbliest World of Dr. Seuss, which we gotta do.
Which are The Wobbliest World of Dr. Seuss, The Cat, the Gink, and Other Furry Friends, released August 2nd, 2005, with The Gink, the Cat in the Hat takes a nap, and the feed you need. And it is not rated and 73 minutes. And here's the disc.
All right.
The second to last one is
while you're grabbing it, Flicka, hopefully this year we will do the Universal Home Media Collection stream soon. And
I actually have that planned right after the Columbia TriStar releases are finished.
Okay, so luckily I have.
Universal is next, then Warner Brothers.
Well, that just depends because I think well that is next, but next week I'm doing 2 streams, so let's see. I know the date.
Next up is The Webbiest World of Dr. Seuss, The Cat's Adventures, released April 6, 2004. Featuring the Cat in the Hat's first day, the Cat in the Hat's flower power, and all the people you'll meet. It is not rated and 72 minutes. And here's the disc. The Wobbliest World of Dr. Seuss aired on Nick Jr., but Sony Pictures put this out instead of Paramount. This is also like Maggie and the Ferocious Beast.
That's strange, but yeah. But like I said, I think next week, 2 weeks, because I'm doing 2 streams next week,
and
Flicka.
The very last Columbia TriStar release that I have.
Well, like I said, I'm doing 2 streams next week, Flicka. One's going to be Guess the Voice Impression stream Thursday, and Wednesday is the one for Jake Martin's birthday.
And I'm
on Valentine's
to do one on Friday since of this week as well, since I will.
Well, I was saying that's my pay week next week. I'm doing 2 streams.
Okay.
Well, crap.
And this last DVD release is The Loveliest World of Dr. Seuss, The Cat's Fun House, released on November 16th, 2004, which contains Yertle the King, the Muckster, and Who Are You, Sue Snoo? It is not rated and 73 minutes.
Art.
And here is the disc for The Loveliest World of Dr. Seuss, The Cat's Fun House.
All right.
Here we finally did it.
Phew, at least I stayed the whole thing. Unlike 2 years ago, I had to leave because I was feeling tired. But luckily, I stuck around for the whole thing. So I had lots of new things to show this time.
All right.
All right.
Hope you enjoyed.
All right, Flicka, I'm out.
My Columbia TriStar DVD collection featuring Movie&GameLover98.
Yep, thanks for featuring Flicka. I'll be leaving. See you next 2 weeks for your stream, and see ya.
All right. And I will see you guys later.